Anchorman.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny. I've never actually seen it. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Bourbon Bar. I'm Holden. That's Casey. This is an amazing night. Well, at least it is for me.
Yeah, I mean.
R.I.P. Casey's palate because Mr. Sicky over here cannot taste.
Yeah, I've been sick for about a week now, and yeah.
He's got the Holden Advent special. Holden Advent. But that being said, he did come bearing gifts. Not for me, but for me to try, which makes a man so happy in this world. Just absolutely astonished.
All right.
But we're going to warm up the palates tonight with a little other thing that I got here. Little Elijah Craig 18 pulled this bad boy out from Woodman's, $150. Pretty good deal. Got lucky, went on my lunch break, actually. But it's 90 proof, Elijah Craig, and it is 18 years old. Yeah. So, that being said, we'll pour it in the glasses. Peter White's here, says cheers. Peter. Cheers to you, buddy.
Cheers.
Sugar Kitty's also here, says meow.
Meow to you, Sugar Kitty.
Gary.
Ooh.
Cheers, Sugar Kitty.
Yeah.
I'm pouring on the tag
Don't pour me a lot, because I don't want to waste your good whiskey.
All right. I'll give you a little nippy nip.
Yeah, that's good.
Just enough to wet the whistle, as they say.
Golly.
But
smells like
heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. I got my sparkling water here, and I'll go ahead and
didn't know this was a
country song
karaoke night on the Bourbon Bar.
yeah.
Wow.
Look at that sparkle.
Just fizz.
There you go. If you need more than that, just let me know. I'll give you some more.
I think I'll be all right.
But Derek Whiting's here. Says cheers, everyone. Cheers, Derek. How you doing today? He's got the sad boy emoji. Who did you dirty today? Chris Jenkins is here. Says cheers, everyone. Chris, cheers to you. Thanks for being here, man.
Cheers, Chris.
Yeah. So overall, we got a lot of good whiskey to drink tonight. But unfortunately, since Casey's palate is #fucked, we're gonna kind of just be going through some of these good ones, and then we're gonna go into a blind. I'm gonna pour some blind bottles for him. He's gonna pour some blind bottles for me, and we're just gonna drink them, rate them, do whatever with them. Yeah, that being said,
to the best of my abilities, I'll rate them.
Yeah, I'll try not to go too hard on Casey. But when he says that Malort gives him notes of caramel and butterscotch, I'll know he's fucking lying.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that'd not be good. See what I get in this one.
Yeah, so I actually opened this in the first round of my top 25 list for this year, and it was going against some very high-hitting, especially proof-wise, bourbons and whiskeys. So it didn't quite do as well. Still did well. Still beat out some things, but didn't do as amazingly because it couldn't hold up in proof. But drinking it here for the first time with a fresh palate, being a 90 proof whiskey, I gotta say it's pretty good.
Just breaks my heart that I can't fully taste it.
I know. It's got fruit on the nose, oak.
Yeah, I've had this before, though.
Light spices.
It is delicious. And that's coming from someone that likes higher proof whiskey, and this is 90 proof, but it is fantastic.
Fantastic. Sugar says, wet whistle? What kind of bar is this? Well, it's hard to go from 0 to 100 because I did that with the advent calendar the other day and it backfired big time. I thought it was 140 proof when it was 125. But that being said, how's your spicy water?
Tastes like spicy water.
Derek says, I thought that was the Happy Holden. I don't know. It says Sad Boy on it.
Sad Boy.
I don't know what it looks like on the actual thing here.
Unreal.
No, that's me crying.
Oh.
The happy one has the whiskey in his hand, obviously, because I have whiskey. Why wouldn't I be happy?
You cannot frown when you're holding whiskey.
That's true.
Or drinking whiskey.
That is true. Tricky says, do whatever with them. What are we doing whatever with? We're doing some dirty, dirty things. I don't like the positioning of that bottle.
It's just so close. Like, I bet tomorrow I'll be...
Tomorrow you'll probably be fine, but today you just fucked over.
Today I'm not fine.
The one day where you have a bunch of expensive whiskey at your disposal and you can't taste shit. Robin's in the chat says, cheers, all. Cheers, Robin. How you doing tonight? Hagen's here says, look at these two bearded mofos. Hanging easy, how are you now?
Oh, we're talking to a sly dog like yourself. Hanging easy.
Ooh, he called you sly, bruh. Why did I say that? If you want to sub to Chris, why not? Guys, hit the link for the below average bourbon because you may drink bourbon, but it is below average.
Who's below average?
Dan Bino's here says, cheers all. Bino in the house. Bino, how are you now?
Cheers.
How are you now? Not so bad. Good new. Fuck. I always say it
Jenkins.
backwards. Chris Yankin. Yankin my chain. Hanging AZ says Bino's here. Lock up the good stuff. That's true. Pull up the beam.
Pull up the beam.
Elijah Craig 18. Oh my.
Is that good or a bad thing?
Oh my. Hopefully it's a good thing. What is
This
the
is
maker's?
fantastic.
Cellar's aged? Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Why, yes, it would be cellar aged.
Yeah, so this is Casey's. He brought it in for me to try, which I'll get to that at some point. He also has some E.H. Taylor straight rye here that I did want to get a little nip of at some point tonight. But that one's what, 100 proof, I'm assuming? Because it's E.H. Taylor.
Bottle and bond.
Elijah Craig on the palate. Actually has a lot of sweetness coming out of it on the palate up front. A lot of like a medley of fruit, a fruit medley. Sweet oak. It's got not too spicy. It's easy to drink at 90 proof. I don't know. Definitely crushable. Not overly complex.
I get a little caramel.
Yeah, caramel is a great note.
That's about all I get. And a little bit of oak,
Caramel oak, yeah. It's good. Not overly complex. Like I said, crushable whiskey. So that being said, good one to start off with.
Just, God.
Peter says it seems that Elijah Craig 18 is a big deal and Knob Creek 18 is nothing special in the tater world, which is funny because I'll drink Knob Creek 18 every single day of the week over this.
100%. Yep.
I like this.
I was literally going to say that.
But Knob Creek 18 doesn't even touch. This doesn't even touch Elijah or Knob Creek 18. But that is just one man's opinion or two men's opinion. I love Elijah Craig, even small batch. Me too, though. I do love Elijah Craig. But the cellar age against a BEP, is it worth it? That would be interesting to see, but that's a video for a different day because we are going to be drinking a lot of whiskey tonight.
Very different. I'll say that.
Yes, I'm sure it is, and I will find out. Viking Bourbon's here says, howdy, folks. Cheers. Viking Bourbon, how are you doing now?
Cheers.
How's the weather down there in the southern part of the state? Knob Creek 18 sounds nice. It does sound nice. I pull it all right now if we weren't drinking so much other good things. Sounds
so oaky and viscous and just tasty bean is what it is. Where do you put that bad boy? You put it behind the Four Roses?
I don't know, maybe.
You put it in front of it? Oh,
it'll fit.
Yeah.
Oh, it fits.
It's skinny. You got two skinny bottles there.
True. And then I got fucking cigar blend. So, that being said, wanted to start with that one, but I think next, if you're cool with it, I wouldn't mind tasting the E.H. Taylor.
Go for it.
Straight rye.
Go for it. I'm not going to be drinking a lot of whiskey tonight just because I don't want to waste.
He doesn't want to waste the good stuff on a blown palate.
Get this damn top off.
Which is fair.
Oh. Get that bad boy out. Yank.
Look at that bad boy. E.H. Taylor straight rye.
Oh, man. I was about to beat you over the head with this damn tool.
About to beat my ass, boy. Okay. You always got to smell the neck of the bottle, which...
You guys' nostrils on my freaking bottle. Tell this guy to get out of here.
I'll get the, I probably shouldn't, yeah.
No, you're fine. I'll just give you shit.
I always do that with mine, but then I remember they're mine.
You're fine.
Just a little nippy nip for me.
It's gonna be all on.
Just for
might as well.
Might as well. Yeah, put a little water in there, swish her around. Tell you what, on the nose in the bottle, lemon pledge. There is a distinct lemon pledge note.
Is that bad or good?
Here's what I've experienced with lemon pledge. I like the way lemon pledge. I love the way lemon pledge smells when I'm cleaning with it. Why should it be any different when I'm drinking whiskey? I enjoy it. It doesn't smell bad. Some people take that as I think it smells like cleaner, but like it smells like a good smelling cleaner. So like, is there anything wrong with that? I don't think so.
Okay. I like citrusy, so
yeah, citrusy is always nice. Knob Creek is overlooked. Good thing. That is true. Good thing it is. Sipping some Wisconsin whiskey from North Waters Distillery, which is located in Minocqua. Never been there. I have heard of it. I don't think I've had anything from them, though. But
you get a little butterscotch.
Yeah, a little butterscotch.
Dude,
a little lemon pledge.
Hold on. You know what I just thought about? What if my palate is fine? I just haven't drank whiskey in like 2 weeks, and I'm not used to it.
I don't know.
What if that is it, though? It's literally been like darn near 2 weeks.
It could be.
That'd be odd.
Mine, I don't know. Mine was very clear, especially when I was drinking it. Drinking it made me gag. So, it does smell quite nice. Very fruity. Very. I do smell some rye in here, like rye characteristics. It doesn't seem too spicy, but if I had to put my hand on a spice, I'd say a light cinnamon.
Yeah, no, it's definitely blown. Yeah, there's no way. I've never reacted to whiskey like this ever, and this was probably my first time ever being like sick with
whiskey with a good palate.
A shit ton of with good palate.
With a shit ton of good palate whiskey. Good whiskey. I know. Hey, when I drank Wild Turkey 12 year, and I said it tasted like dog shit, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, there is.
On the palate of this guy, feels very light. Even coming off of a 90 proof Elijah Craig, feels simple, light.
I thought so too when I drank it the first time, but I was also drinking Manhattans before I drank this, so that could also be a factor.
It is good. I do get a little bit more spice coming through on the palate here than on than on the nose. Maybe more of a cloves on the palate of this. A little bit of sweetness in there. Not a whole lot.
It's pretty, I wouldn't say basic, but
yeah, it's straightforward. It's straight rye. How much did you pay for this?
$82.
$82, and this.
I'm sure that's over MSRP,
but you know what? Not bad.
I've never seen it before, and we were standing in line, and he got the Parker's Rye, and then
would you have got the Parker's Rye if I didn't?
That'd been really hard.
It's hard spending $200 on whiskey at once.
Well, I would have probably just gotten castrated, but
yeah, as I did. But you know what? It is worth it. Speaking of the castration,
it was worth it. Lauren
is here. Says, I just read her name.
Hi, Lauren.
Says, I'm here too. Hi. How are you doing tonight? How's work? Hey, AZ says, dang, Casey, did you sell your soul to the devil again? All the good stuff. He really did.
I sold it to him for this guy. It was worth it. Not really. Very unfortunate.
Sure, he says that bottle isn't Booker's, but now it's Boogers. True. That's true. Love Knob Creek along with Old Forester and Maker's Mark. Oh, yeah, they're all good.
True.
Lemony Rye, I can dig it. It does, honestly, I think I like the nose better than the palate on this one. The nose seems like it almost has a little bit more going on. I actually didn't look for that lemon pledge note in the palate, but
it has a little citrus. It isn't very forward.
It is there. Maybe a little partnered in with a little bit of like an orange rind, but it does just feel light, which not in a bad way, especially people who like a lighter whiskey when it comes to easy drinking. This is easy drinking.
Yeah, no, this is
more easy drinking than the Elijah Craig 18.
I like Rise, and I think this is, I don't know. I don't even know, to be honest with you. It's good. It's easy. Like
it's not disappointing.
No, it's not disappointing.
But it's not mind-blowing.
And I mean, if I've never had it before and I see it on the shelf, why wouldn't I buy it?
I would never be disappointed with that.
Yeah, no. And honestly, if I see another one for MSRP ever again,
probably buy another.
I'm probably going to buy another one.
Yep. Can confirm, but part of that's the collectability of it.
Yep, true. People see the cool tube and are like, oh, look at that thing.
Sure, he says, Lauren, tell us at what point Holden is in Chateau Bow Wow. We know what's going to happen. Just tell us when. Well, I don't know if she ever counted outright, but Casey and I just counted, and I spent $660 on 4 bottles of whiskey in 4 days. It was a Parker's Heritage, the Four Roses Limited Edition, the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C923, and the Elijah Craig 18. All amazing bottles that are incredibly rare, Yeah, I was in the doghouse. It was rough.
He's got deep pockets.
I don't, but I do. It didn't. Here's the thing.
It didn't affect you.
We're not rich, but it didn't make us broke by any means, and we're still not even broke. Even actually, I just paid for your wedding. So
true. That was probably expensive.
That was 10 times more expensive than the wedding. Actually, it was
3 times more. No, hold on. No. A little more than that. Not quite 4. Where is it 4?
It was over 4. I think.
5?
Actually, it was right around 4. 800 for the plane tickets for Lauren and I, and 400 Pearson, and then 15.
That's not so bad, actually.
1,500 for the.
Where'd you get the flights through?
American, yeah.
Oh, you told me that.
Yeah. 1,500 for the everything else.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, expensive, but worth it. Hey, he says should have warmed up with some Wild Turkey 10 or 101. That was a hiccup burp, and it didn't.
You know what? I didn't even think about one of my favorite go-to.
Yeah, good control
cheap
whiskey.
Bottles.
Cheap bottles is right.
Wild Turkey 101's good.
Derek says he's sipping on the Benriach Smoky 12. Honestly,
is it some peated scotch?
So if you guys haven't seen today's advent calendar, spoiler alert, cover your ears for the next 5 seconds starting now. Today's advent was Talisker 10 peated scotch. Back to it. You guys are good now, but honestly hit the spot when I was drinking it for the advent video. Like, made me so happy inside.
It's single malt. It's not peated though.
It is peated and single malt. It's bellissima.
Oh,
bellissima.
Yeah.
Liked it a lot. Haynes says I noticed Casey isn't wearing one of those green sweaters. So I was going to buy him one.
Drop the ball.
And Tay, but I did drop the ball on that one. That's my bad. By the time I just got busy and things kept happening, I kept editing advent videos, and by the time I got to the point where I would have ordered it, it would have came 2 days after Christmas, which basically means it's pointless. So buying them something else. But that being said, it's time to move on.
Try this.
To the one and only.
Legendary.
I'll let you pour this one for me because this one's on another level of rarity. So especially in Wisconsin.
Pour it yourself. You feel better pouring it yourself.
Okay, I'll pour it myself. Try not to ruin the cork here. I'm not even gonna
this
bottle
cork's
smell it.
tight as shit too.
It looks so wet. That's just the lighting. But yeah, okay, here it is. So this is 57.85% alcohol. It's 115.7 proof.
Pour more than that if you want.
I won't say no.
Is
that too much?
Whoopsies.
I can pour some back in.
No, you're fine.
Okay, good.
I'll just take a little sip at the end.
All right, yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
This has got to be the tightest cork.
It's like tapered almost.
Yeah.
It looked like.
So this is a special blend of 13% whiskey aged 11 years and 87% whiskey aged 12 years, and it is the 23 release of the cellar aged.
Yep. Which, by the way, this has got. Honestly, it's so simple, but
it looks so nice.
It's got to be one of the coolest looking bottles this year. Honestly,
it's got like that hammered glass look to it. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Dimpled,
yeah.
ruffled. I don't know.
It's just a beautiful bottle, really.
This is the one that Fred Minnick was absolutely raving about, and it just makes me that much more excited to smell it. So, let's get it on the nose.
You're going to be impressed with this one, I feel like. I hope so.
It smells like shit.
Yeah, it probably does.
Stinks so bad.
I can tell you that, too.
Man, if I wanted to drink swill, I would have reached for that fucking timekeeper. Just kidding. It smells awesome. Right off the rip, you can tell that this is a wheated bourbon for sure.
Mm-hmm. And a little funk.
Has a little funk. It's definitely got like a very light floralness, like perfumey floralness. Very light, but like it is there. Mm-hmm. It mixes really well with the fruitiness. It's got very light perfumey floralness mixed in really well with some kind of fruit in here, which is awesome. Oh, it smells decadent. Oh, man. Honestly, some nice spice in here as well. Oak presence.
When I first poured this, I poured a massive Glencairn, probably about that much of it.
At least a 2.5 ounce.
And I sat there and just dismantled the flavors.
Oh, yeah.
It was just so good.
Got any hopping notes on the nose?
I don't even remember, honestly. I need one of your booklet things, actually. I was going to ask you about that.
Oh, yeah.
Because I sat there and just thought to myself, like, I finally have this whiskey, and this is awesome. Just to have it and to taste it.
There's something surreal about getting a whiskey that you really, really wanted and having it be just as good as you wanted it to be.
Literally. It was... Oh, hey, Murta.
You didn't know he was down there?
No, I totally forgot.
This does smell awesome. I'm going to drink it now. I'm excited.
All right. Yeah, it's like a...
Yeah. That had the most, like... that, honest to God...
It has floral notes. It really
does. It does have floral notes.
It really does.
Right in the almost mid to late palate of this gave me this giant roll. Like, it was like, this was me. I'm up here tasting it, and then I put it in my mouth, so it, like, that's like the wee, and then it kind of like came up here and had a little dip, and it's like, oh, this is nice, and then it jumped all the way back up to the top and shot me straight back down. It was like there's this crazy spike of something, and I couldn't place it at the time of the initial tasting of it. But there's this crazy spike that was so good in the mid to late palate of this that I really enjoyed. Pez comes to mind, like a Pez candy. It definitely has a confectioner sweetener-esque to it, along with those floral notes.
It's like a orange zesty. Just gotta do them.
I'm not wasting this down the wrong pipe. That's for sure. It almost went down the wrong pipe, and I fucking stopped it. I fucking stopped it and corrected the path.
Tracks.
It almost choked me out. You know how like sometimes you drink whiskey and you're just like, yeah.
What are you doing, dude?
I can get the wheated notes. I can get like a wheated bready note. There's definitely a caramelized,
there's like a
sugary note in here, like caramel. I guess is caramelized sugar, isn't it?
It's like a really decadent dessert.
Oh yeah, it's with a little bit of fruit aspect.
Mm-hmm.
It's sweet in all the right aspects of it, with a little hint of like a nutmeg spice.
There's just a lot going on, and it just works well together.
The finish makes me so happy. Every time I breathe out of my nose after drinking it, it's like I'm experiencing it all over again. The fact that I could have maybe got one of those in trade for the Four Roses, it hurts my soul just a little bit inside. I'm glad that Casey has it so I can taste it.
Yeah.
But that's fucking good.
Yeah.
That could very, very, very well have one bottle of the year for me if I had one. That's crazy. That's insane. But
you can have the rest of it.
You sure?
Oh, yeah.
Get one last sip on it, and then we can move on. So good.
Mm-hmm. God, I wish I could drink it right now.
It starts off caramel, moves into oak, jumps up to confectioner sweetener, like Pez dispenser, like the fruit flavor of Pez dispenser candies, the floralness on the finish, and spice and oak in the finish. And then in the retro nasal comes back with a little bit more of that floral fruitiness, a light orange peel with like a raspberry sweetness. Oh, gosh. Damn! Makes you want to kick a fat kid at Kmart. Praise God. That's so good. I don't even want to... It doesn't even deserve to be rinsed by water. I should stick my tongue in this glass and get every last drop of it.
Lick it out like SpongeBob would.
Oh, yeah. Oh. That hurts my. I honestly,
Yeah,
I would consider
that blew my mind.
paying $300 for that.
Yeah, it blew my mind when I drank it.
If I didn't spend so much money on other whiskeys, I would entertain the idea of paying $300 for that.
Oh
Who knows? Maybe in a couple months, see how the market is, jump on secondary, and see what I can pull out of my ass.
yeah. I might do it again though. Just get another one.
Honestly, and sometimes it hurts less. Like if I found like a bottle of cigar blend and it was like $200,
Mm-hmm.
and they still wanted $100 or $150 on top of it. Sometimes it hurts less to do a bottle and cash because you already bought the bottle, and even though it came out of your bank account, you kind of forget about
That's
that.
true, yeah.
So that's always an idea.
Or we'll just wait till next year when they release another one.
Hopefully they release another one.
I think it's gonna be a yearly thing.
It better be. You mean my bottle of boogers is counterfeit? Well, it fell off a truck, to be fair. To be fair.
Did you watch it fall off the truck? Or are you just saying this?
Hey, you know what? Maybe it is counterfeit. Who knows? If you're given the choice between the H. Taylor Rye or Old Forester Rye, give me the Old Forester. Can confirm. I've never actually had the Old Forester Rye, but I've heard so many good things about it that I can only imagine how much better it is. Louis...
Can I be your friend, Louis?
His name actually, hold on. I didn't even read his comment. His name pisses me off so much because even though I figure it out every single time I read it.
Isn't it the 6th?
I think so. But it always trips me up every time he appears. But I'm going with 6. Louis the 6th says, found a stag,
Really
batch
tough.
23B, and gave it to my best friend for his birthday. You're right. Can I be your friend? I like stag a lot, although I think that blows stag out of the water, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it does. That's okay.
Like I said last week, one bottle away from getting a stag. But you know what? It is what it is. You spent how much? Bow Wow. Done. That's true. I was in Bow Wow. 660. That's 660 FYI.
I'm bragging about it over here.
It's a lot of whiskey, or a lot of money for not a lot of whiskey, but
Lauren's really gonna come home
worth
in a
it.
storm.
Smack my ass.
Wow.
It's okay. I'm just gonna sell. I'm gonna make as much money as I possibly can. Hanging Z says, ever buy an expensive bottle that sucks, and then you have to wash your mouth out with Wild Turkey 101? That's how I felt when I bought the Four Roses. I'm kidding. It's not that bad. It just
bottle that's bad.
I honestly think the biggest disappointment. The Four Roses isn't bad, but in terms of disappointment, here's the thing.
The hype from the past years probably made you think it's
yeah.
better than it was.
I don't
expected something up here, but you really got something here.
I really don't try to listen to hype that much. Like I really try to focus on like what I think I'm gonna think and whatever. So like when it comes to expectations, I like to keep them low. But I gotta say my expectations were high for the Four Roses. And it is still good whiskey, but I just didn't live up to what I expected it to be. So yes, in terms of that, I didn't need to wash out my mouth, but I can relate. Somewhat sherried, somewhat peated, somewhat maritime. Cali is a bit of everything. It's my Scotch gateway drug. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was simple. I did read your comment, which, by the way, loving the information that you're giving me. I really want to get more into Scotch. That's my goal for 2024, is to get more Scotch in the collection. And when I say more, I mean I do want to dabble hard into Scotch this next year for the channel, if not anything. But yes, that could be a gateway drug for sure. What is the proof on the cellar age? 115.7. So decent proof. Hanging as he says, good thing Lauren isn't pouring. True. That'd be $50 in one glass. Area 1 says, hey guys,
You just have like a spaz attack there?
No, I read what he said.
Come on.
You read what he said then.
Oh. Sug oil.
Ooh, I don't know why.
Fantastic.
When I saw it, it made me start going to Japan. But Area 1, how are you now? How are you doing today? Louis the 6th says, your next infinity bottle, cellar age. Maybe. The thing is, if I had cellar age, I would never finish it. Probably. Oh, we did. Yes, it is weeded, and it tastes like it, but in a good way. I love weeded bourbon, so I can't complain. I'm gonna power through these comments because we're a little behind.
Yeah,
Hank says, the only thing that you will finish Only thing is that you finish that bottle and cry like a baby that it's gone. I honestly would probably never finish it.
Could probably go buy another one though, and empty your wallet again.
True. There's a party in Holden's mouth. Yikes.
Oh,
That's true. Yeah, man, sounds like a good one. I almost need to change my pants after it. They're so tight. Whiskey down the breath hole is no bueno. True.
Oh yeah, that's facts.
Regurgitated celery sounds.
You want some?
Hey, it was so good I had to taste it twice.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
In some places you might be paying $300.
That's fine.
I'd be down with that.
I would pay $300.
The nice thing about all those whiskeys, I can head over for a visit. Can confirm, except for the cellar age.
Yeah, sure.
But can confirm.
You could either have a Russell's Rickhouse or a cellar aged, and I feel like the Russell's Rickhouse is not better than a Russell's 13. So, in conclusion,
I buy cellar age over Russell's anything in a heartbeat, I think.
Yeah.
Even if I had to choose between cellar age and Generations, I've never tasted Generations, but I think I would still buy the cellar age.
Mm-hmm.
I certainly aren't buying. I'm certainly not buying.
I'd probably buy the cellar age.
I'm certainly not buying.
I don't know what you're even thinking.
The one I just said.
Generations
for the $450 MSRP.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Um,
Secondary is going for damn near $600.
Hanging says I gave my best friend a bottle of Eagle Rare. That's it. I bought a bunch of Eagles for his cousin-in-law.
True.
Peter Wright says I guess Roman numerals was not a thing in Wisconsin schools. It was. I just didn't pay attention for that lesson. Plus, that was like first grade, or second grade or something.
Life's hard when you grow up in a little small town.
That's true. That's true. Hey, Hagen's defending us. He says he's a grown man. He still stumbles with it. Me too. I just always forget. I know the concept of it.
Yeah.
The letter in the middle is the one that you add or subtract from. If it's before that letter, then it's addition. If it's after, so VI would be 4 and IV would be 5. 3 I's in a V would be 8, and a V and 3 I's would be 2, which actually would just be 2 I's. But that's how it works.
Silly.
Oh, it's 4th. Never mind. Take all that stuff I just said and say it backwards.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Louis never corrected me. Jack Daniels 12-year-old or cellar age.
I really want a Jack Daniels 12, and I've seen some for $200, and I'm really contemplating on if it's worth $200. And I've heard it's probably the best thing that Jack has ever put out and never will pull out. But I've also heard that they're going to be busting out a 15-year Jack Daniels.
Here's the thing.
In a year or two.
I never had the 12-year, but I have had the 10-year. And every time I've had the 10-year, I've admitted that it's good, but it left me less than impressed.
Wanted more, yeah.
So, if the 12-year is anything like the 10-year...
I've heard the 10 years isn't even close.
So, that being said, I would choose cellar age.
Yeah.
If anything's for sure, I would choose cellar age over a lot of things at this point. Wrong across the board, LOL.
Would you choose it over your Parkers?
I would.
Not saying a lot.
The Parkers is so good. But that cellar age, here's the thing.
It's just a different kind of good.
The Parkers is really, really good. But I didn't hype up the Parkers in my brain as much as I did the cellar aged. So Parkers had very low bar to beat, and it beat it. Obviously, it's very good. But the cellar age had a very high bar to beat. And it still fucking smashed it out of the park. Yeah. So it bothers me that it's that good. I hate jumping on a bandwagon. I hate it. But I don't love the Four Roses, and I've said this repeatedly that Fred Minnick has a more of a love for a spicy bourbon than I do, because I don't like the spicier bourbons as much as I like the sweeter ones. He said that Four Roses of this year has a chance of being in his number 1 of his top 100. So if that doesn't put it in perspective of how different palates are.
Well, he was also got the cellar age in there, so.
That's true. Sure, he says 3 I's and a V is either a Cyclops, a Cyclops and a 3-way, or a 3-eyed alien. That's true. I suppose it would be XII rather than IIV.
Cyclops and a 3-way. That's funny.
That is funny. It's like in Thor when Korg has that stick with the 3 things on it. He's like, yeah. This isn't very useful unless you're fighting 3 vampires all huddled together at once. That was funny. Okay, so the concept of this live stream, after drinking a fuckload of amazing whiskeys.
We should be drinking some more fuckload of amazing whiskeys.
That's true.
Palates just slick.
We also brought Sagamore Rye double oaked, and I have my Dancing Goat limousine rye that's double oaked. But I don't know if we're gonna go to those because Casey's palate's a little blown. I haven't eaten anything since noon.
Guys don't want to be too drunk.
Something tells me after these 4 whiskeys, I'm gonna be on my ass. So that being said, Casey's gonna pour me 4 random whiskeys out of anything in this entire room, except for the Louis 13 and the Glenmoe 18. Which, by the way, you and I need to come on and taste those and make some videos of those so I can get those back to Zach.
Hopefully my palate isn't fucked up.
Yeah. If I'm not busy Friday, which I might be going out with Lauren, but if I'm not, then Friday for sure. That being said, anything else is free range. So Casey's gonna pull some bottles out, show you guys what they are, pour them in my glasses.
Yeah, I'm gonna write these down here.
1, 2, or sorry. Actually, we're going this way. A, B, C, and D, and then I'll come back and do the same for him. So we're not going to be drinking the same whiskey, but it's still going to be fun.
Yes, sir. Very good. Get out of here, boy.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to be making noise. I'm going to probably run the faucet so I can't hear.
Yeah, you should. Good idea. Okay, Marita, what the heck should we feed this fat guy? What is everybody thinking here? What is everybody thinking? Well, maybe you shouldn't comment. Okay. All right, maybe don't comment.
Don't say the names because
yeah.
I can't hear the bottles, but I can probably still hear your voice.
Yeah, true. All right. Okay.
You talk though. Just don't say the names of the whiskey.
I'm gonna go with one of these. That's enough. Yeah. Jesus, Casey, what are you doing? Just screwing the pooch here. All right. Okay. Now, for my next act, we're gonna give them that. Okay. That's one of my faves right there. Oh yeah, that's some good shit. Okay. What else do we give this guy? Okay. So, Old Crow. Yeah, okay. Well, I've never even had Old Crow, frankly. Look at this. Dang. Okay, everybody. All right, one more. All right.
By the way, you can write it down on the paper that you shoved in the thing.
Okay.
And turn the page and leave the paper on the counter for me to write yours.
All right. Sure. Works for me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. What we got going on here? All right, let's write these suckers down. On a clean page, you said? On a clean page? Oh, here we go.
It doesn't have to be a clean page. I just need you to turn the page before I go in there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That way I don't see the answers.
Yep. Cut. Okay, I'm going to write mine on the front page.
Okay, then turn it over. I'll write it on the back of the
Yep.
same page, and then I'll turn the page again.
Well, I'm just going to turn you to a random page because I already know where mine is.
Okay.
That's okay. And then for D, we got. Okay, everybody. We're gonna get Holden in here. Get the man of the hour in here. Pour me some whiskey that I ain't gonna be able to taste. All right, everybody. Oh, have fun with him.
All right. Is there any comments I need to watch for, or
Oh,
like, did they
actually,
say
yeah,
anything?
true. Dang.
Make sure they clear it out before I go back over there.
All right.
Oh yeah. Hi, Murta. How you doing? You wagging your tail?
No, just don't go past.
I'm not gonna scroll up at all.
Yeah, don't go past here.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
Should
Get the fuck out of here. Murta, not you. Unless you leave him out there until you come back. Feel free to turn on the faucet if you want. Okay. Hi, guys. Old crow. Ah. Okay, so I got whiskeys here in front of me. Obviously. Clearly. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just scroll down all the way down here. So now you guys get to decide what I should pick for Casey. And I have a couple bottles in mind too. If you guys throw any good ones out there, I'll definitely put them in. I'm definitely not gonna be drinking that. That's good. Or I definitely don't have any of that. That's for sure. Major Zero is here. Says cheers all. Major Zero. Hey man, what's going on? New subscriber over there, I think, right? I think you're the one who said that you're a new subscriber. I saw you commented on one of the advent calendar, which is awesome. So thanks for watching those. I definitely have fun with those. But that being said, let's pour Casey some whiskey. I definitely think that I want to trip him up. You know, I want to confuse the lad because, you know, he doesn't do many blinds. So why wouldn't I F him over as much as I can by giving him things that he wouldn't normally drink? Like... Oh. Pull this guy out. Oh yeah, baby! Look at that. This is good stuff, though. A little drippy. Just a wee bit drippy. But that's okay. A little drippage never hurt anyone. Next, we will go in this glass because, oh, I see what you guys are up to. He's sick, so give him all my good whiskey, huh? That's fair. That's fair. Put it right here. Okay, so that'll confuse him. I didn't know that you were a subscriber. I was just saying. I think you're a new one, maybe. I could put something like that in there. You think that one, JD? good idea. You're smart. Oops. Okay, now we need one more. Uno más. Uno más, por favor. But you know what? I should probably wipe up. I spilled just a little. Sorry. Sorry, John. Inside joke. You guys wouldn't understand that one. I also got to write these down. Wait, what did I pour in that one? Oh, yeah, I remember. And then this is that. Okay, uno más, uno más. Yes, guys, check out Major Zero there. Go subscribe to him. Gotta love supporting the people who support us. That's for damn show. I don't have any of that. Nope, I do not. Which that would be a good idea, but yes. So I think for the last one, you got to do something that will really kind of confuse the lad here. Oh, okay. So we want something that's going to have a little bit of oomph to it, right? But we also want it to be a little bit confusing. So that in particular bottle could be. Let's see. The thing is, I've given him quite the spread of confusing whiskeys. Actually, no. Okay, wait. Okay. All right, Stacy, you're allowed to come back in now. Hello? Is anybody in there? Hold on, let me just check the chat. You can close the door. Actually, you can leave the door cracked
the door
open.
was open.
Okay, so guys, no more saying anything because Casey is in fact here. But
hello, I'm here.
We should be all good on
It's me now.
The comments. Casey, just try to keep your eyes away from the computer. There isn't anything that gives it away, but there's something that gives you hints, and you don't deserve any hints yet. I'll give you hints if you need some, but Marco.
Yeah,
Excuse me,
I'm
buddy.
kind of special. Yeah. I mean, did I pour the right amount?
Yeah.
Maybe a little hefty, but it's your whiskey, not mine.
Right.
And your palate works, not mine.
True. I kind of poured you a little light, if I'm being honest. But that's honestly how much I normally drink myself when I'm doing tastings. So that being said, are you excited?
I'm kind of nervous.
Your palate's a little blown.
My palate's fucked. You know what? It'll be all right. We'll figure it out. I get like hints of here and there. That'll be tough.
Hangin says I have 3M internet. 3 Mexican dudes installed it.
That's a good one.
Hey. Wait. I know these guys aren't Mexican, but I'm curious if you guys have seen these guys.
Hold on. I gotta go.
Hold on.
Oh God, that's funny. Yeah, that one's good.
I love those guys. Like, they're on everything, but it's hilarious. Honestly. Like, who doesn't love those guys? I think they're, like, Asian or something.
That's not whiskey.
That's not whiskey. How do you know what it is?
I can smell it.
How do you... Oh. Now he can smell, guys. Now he can smell.
Barely.
Okay, starting on glass 8 for me, too.
God, that's sweet. It's like sweet, but it's not.
I'm gonna give you one hint to start this off.
Ooh-wee.
I didn't go easy on you.
Oh, my nostrils.
I may have purposely picked things that would trip you up, but
probably because you're a douche.
I can confidently say.
Do you think I'm gonna be able to pick these out?
No.
Oh.
But I did stay
on the shelf or off the shelf. Both. You don't have to give me a hint. It's okay.
They're all whiskey.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
No, they are all whiskey. I think.
That's fine.
I gotta remember what I poured you. Oh, yeah, they're all whiskey.
You didn't give me rum.
You don't know. Got a bottle plantation over there.
That's not whiskey.
You're right. Rum isn't whiskey. Maybe I didn't give you all whiskey.
Sue me.
Okay, so Sugar Kitty says, sigh. I don't know if he's sighing because of what we're saying or because of the guys that are like, oh, ho ha, ho ha. I love those guys. They're the best.
Are they midgets?
Yes,
That's awesome.
They're small people.
Little small midget guys.
Sugar Kitty says we can validate they are all whiskey. That's true.
Great.
That's true.
Good to hear. Now the thing is, I'm not very good at deciphering whether it's an Irish whiskey or like a really light Scotch, so that might be an issue for me.
True.
I know you do have a little bit of each, which this don't smell like no bourbon. But hey, you know what?
I have some crazy bourbons.
I've been fooled before.
He's been bamboozled. By the way, even if you aren't guessing bottles, but you don't necessarily have to guess bottles,
yeah, I'm not going
to. I would say go for proof and notes. I'm curious on what and opinion. Like obviously, I want to know which ones you like, dislike, but I'm just curious to hear what you think of them for the main part.
It's gonna be tough on the notes, but I'll try. I'll give you guys a show.
That's all we can ask for, good sir. Glass A for me is quite nice, sweet, easy to drink. Not too high proof, I don't think. Probably close to the 92 mark.
Whoa, what the? Hold on. All right. Everything else I've drank thus far today tastes like crap. This tastes awesome.
Does that taste awesome?
Why does that taste good? What? I'm so confused.
I don't know.
I've been bamboozled.
I've been bamboozled. Oh, why did that hurt my jaw? Bushmills 100 year doesn't come cheap. That's true.
God.
Got that Bushmill 100 in there.
Mm.
You have a problem with small people? I love small people.
I mean, I'm a big person, so.
Sugar Kitty says Casey's doing way better than you are. Hey, that's not fair. I didn't hardly say anything about this, besides the fact that I said it's easy, nice, easy to drink and sweet. I did say it was low proof though, which could be where I was going wrong, but.
I forget.
Do you remember what you poured me?
Yeah, I do. I forget what proof it is, though. That's the issue.
Casey will not guess tequila. To be fair. You know what? Hanging AZ? I can't tell if you're making fun of me because of my advent calendar or if you haven't watched any of it. I haven't seen any of your comments on it, but I did accidentally call Scotch tequila the other day, and that's embarrassing moments for sure.
I'm going to say that this is a Scotch. It's got to be. Very light. I shouldn't say light. Should say more or less a light fruit note.
What kind of fruit?
See, that's the issue. You get like a little sweetness and then you get a fruit in your brain. I want to say it's more of a stone fruit. Or maybe even like a sour apple. Maybe not a sour apple.
Okay. In yours, in the nose of yours, I'm definitely getting desserty notes. Caramel, maybe a little bit of like a brownie aspect, some nice sweet oak, lots of like I said, desserts. Don't drink all of it.
Yeah, I know. That's shit.
That's okay.
It's good.
All you really
It's
need
good.
is some left for the
Yeah.
AB comparison.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm gonna do.
glass
It's good.
A for me.
I like that a lot.
Very
Actually.
desserty sweetness. Chocolate, caramel,
I
oak.
forget
Sweet oak.
what kind of bottles of scotch you have to decipher this. Is it not your bottle of scotch though? That could be the other thing. Or it could be a sample. You said any bottle in the room.
I said any bottle in the room. That is fair. And I have.
What a turd. I could have easily gave him that. I didn't even think about that. Oh,
Hey, that's your fault.
it is my fault.
I actually have like 4 bottles from someone over there. I think it's from
Shit.
someone. Oh, I have 4 bottles over there from Anthony from.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't know which ones I could pour though.
Yeah.
That'd have been
The only 4 you couldn't pour are the 4 that I haven't opened from Anthony.
I feel like this was probably one that somebody gave you. That's good.
Sugar Kitty says we're going to get Casey more of that kind of whiskey.
It's good.
True.
I do like scotch. It's got to be scotch. If this is Irish whiskey, sue me for not buying Irish whiskey sooner.
Yeah? You do like it that much?
I do like that
You want
when
that
I'm
bottle?
sick.
That's true. That's true. You have a slightly altered palate, but
It's good. What the hell? It doesn't taste like it's any different to me. And I guarantee you this little dark guy right here, it's going to taste a little bit different.
little darky poo. Little darky poo. Lauren says I came to say hi and see everyone making fun of Holden LOL. That's not very nice. What the frick? What the frick?
It's kind of fun.
That's what she said.
Stick it to him.
Stick it to him. Malt Musier was flexing a Bushmills 25 and a Springbank 21 on Instagram yesterday.
Who's Malt Muser? That's what I want to know.
And where did he get all that high age whiskey? Sure, he says, say light, go ahead. Really?
Right now.
I'm going to glass B.
I liked it. That's all that matters. You know
You
what?
tasted glass A or B? You like the A or B? You like A?
Oh, I didn't even taste B yet.
Me either.
So, yeah, this is where it's going to get funky for me because this smells like you just get like if you dunk a cotton ball in like an alcohol swab, that's kind of what it smells like. That's the issue.
That do be an issue.
And that's probably what it's going to taste like too because that's what it's been tasting like.
Yeah.
But on the nose, I think I get a lot of oak. Ooh.
Oh. I think actually most of yours are similar in proof.
Really?
Maybe. Well, what do you think of the proof of number 1?
I don't know what the proof would be. Shit.
And I'm just giving you hints left and right here.
I would say around 100, maybe 105.
This glass B has major strawberry notes, like strawberry jam, like sweet, sugary strawberry jam. And I'm here for it.
This smells like lemon zest. That's probably just that alcohol swab infecting my nose. Yuck. Ugh.
Glass B could 100% be a Buffalo Trace product. It's sweet, vanilla, strawberry jam. Easy to drink, low proof. Honestly, it could be a single barrel of Buffalo Trace itself.
Yeah, there it is. Ugh. It was good until it wasn't.
It was good until it wasn't. I can relate to that. That's for fucking sure.
It's so disappointing. You're just getting to the good part, and then it's just like,
Wait till you find out what you're drinking.
Psych.
Wait till you find out what these are. You're gonna be shook to your core.
Okay, hold on. Now, after tasting it,
Your nose
smells
does
better.
change
It
into
smells
something
better.
after tasting.
we should get some black Glencairn so you can't see what the color
Of
whiskey.
it. Once I get more scotch on the shelf, I probably will get some darker.
Well, yeah, but
Glencairns.
even if you poured me the Parker's Heritage Rye or this guy, like those are seriously dark whiskeys.
Yeah, but
versus, I mean, I guess
look how dark some of these guys are, and that guy. And I have a lot of dark whiskey. Any Elijah Craig Barrel Proof ever?
Like you pour this guy next to this guy, and that's two different, completely spectrums of colors.
Yeah,
I know, I understand. Sorry,
it's just hard to differentiate.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true. It almost smells a little bit like Jim Beam. Got a little more spice there. A lot of oak.
Spice, oak. Go! A Glass B for me tastes like a Buffalo Trace product. It's sweet. It's easy to drink. Light fruit, which strawberry specifically, strawberry jam, vanilla, like a vanilla wafer. It's good. It is very good, very crushable. Simple, easy to drink. Can confirm. Very nice.
All right, palate tasted normal now. What the hell?
Hey, you know what?
What if it is just that I've been sick, my palate's off because my taste buds
And
haven't
what did you say this one?
acclimated?
What did you think about this one? This one was. What did you kind of whiskey think this was?
Scotch.
And going
This
from,
is 100% bourbon.
going from what you'd say is a Scotch to what you think is a bourbon.
If this is Irish whiskey, you know what? I have not tasted a lot of Irish whiskey, I'll be honest. So if that's Irish whiskey,
then you'd be confused, huh?
I would very well search into Irish whiskey. But right now, this one's still.
Interesting. So for me, actually, I've been smelling and enjoying, but I don't know if I actually put one first. I do think I like A better than B as well. So I think I'm going A B in the lineup here.
Cleanser water.
And as you said, I thought an American Single Malt. I did watch the video though. Which one was I talking about for that?
Did he just give it away?
I don't know what he was
getting at there. Me either. I would say it has some.
I don't know if I poured.
Woo! That's a peated Scotch.
I don't know if I poured you any of
damn!
advent calendars in yours.
Damn! That is peated if I've smelt the Scotch before. Holy shit, hockey. Yikes.
Hanging Easy says I need to eat more stone fruits.
Oh, dude. So good. Chef's kiss. Peruvian roof whiskey. That's what the heck is that called? I know exactly what that is. Oh no, that's not roof whiskey. It's Peruvian. It's Peruvian tequila. What is that called? Somebody give me a help.
Tequila or rum? Peruvian rum.
Peruvian tequila. It's called something. Oh, pisco. Pisco.
Pisco.
It's good, actually. It's really good.
I like tequila, so I believe you.
It doesn't taste like a lot like tequila. It has attributes, but it is more like watery, but it's about the same proof as tequila, but it's good.
Whatever glass C is not even in the same caliber as glass A and B. That smells like when you're eating those like cherry ice cream bars with the crunchy. Actually, those are strawberry shortcake bars now that I think about it, but it's like it smells like cherry cream comtastical.
That is heavy char, heavy smoke, peated all fucking day.
In a good way or a bad way?
Scotch. You know what? I'm not a huge fan on peated Scotch.
Really?
Nope.
You just haven't got to that point in your life yet. It'll come, trust me. You'll have a peated Scotch that's just enough peat for the first time, and you'll be like, this is actually a good peated Scotch.
This literally tastes like I took a charcoal out of the damn freaking bag and I'm chewing on it right now. That's what the aftertaste is like for me.
God. It smells good to me. I like Ardbeg. Sue me.
Oh!
Have you ever had Ardbeg?
I feel like I need to wash my mouth.
Ardbeg. Really? You don't like it that much?
No.
Okay.
That is coming in last.
See, 100%. I feel like Casey should have had his first Scotch be Lafroig. Because he would never turn his nose up to this compared to Lafroig.
That smells awful.
You should smell Lafroig.
Oh, no. I like Shabazz. That they make a good whiskey or a good Scotch. I've only had the 12 and they have another year. I don't think it's 18. I don't think it was that high. It was the one above 12. Is there like a 15 Chivas? 15-year Chivas? That one's good. Doers, that's not so bad.
You probably like Highland Scotch, eh?
Yeah. Highland 12 is really good. Glenmorangie 18, that's some good shit.
Are you talking about Highland Park?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That has some peat in it.
It's not as bad as this.
I know, but that was my gateway drug to peated Scotch.
This is maybe it's just because I haven't minded peated Scotch before, but maybe just because my palate's fucked. This is that bad.
True.
Maybe it just gives it that extra.
It's definitely hard to go off of very sweet, yummy bourbons and stuff to go to a peated Scotch is very aggressive.
I agree.
Change.
You don't drink that in the same night at all. But here I am drinking it in the same night.
I tell you what, though, I love me a peated Scotch. I would like them more and more. I'm honestly open to revisiting Lefroy.
That second sip isn't as bad as the first one was.
Take the fact that it's peated out of your brain and start thinking about smoked ham, like a honey smoked ham, and some like nice smoked meats and bacon and like think of like good smoke instead of bad smoke. You know what I mean? Don't think of rusty spoons or anything. Go on the sweeter smoke because there are probably sweeter notes in that particular glass that you just need to find under the peat. Meanwhile, Glass C for me is the best thing I've smelled and tasted. Maybe not all night, but like
this year.
It's good. If this isn't Russell's something, I mean, it could not be Russell something, but it also could be Russell's 13 or my Russell single barrel.
The thing with Scotch is that the difference between Scotch and bourbon for me is that I could just drink bourbon like it's water.
And you have to be in the mood for Scotch.
I have to be in the mood, and I can't just take big gulps of it, Like, you probably shouldn't anyway, like I do with bourbon. But, to be fair, a little bit of Scotch on the tongue, roll it around, get that taste for it. It's good.
Can confirm. I actually am kind of that way.
I don't mind this.
I'm kind of that way with a heavy rye. Actually, the one time that I tried, or the first time that I tried Ardbeg 10, I was sitting around a campfire on a summer night. World changing.
Sue you.
Dude, so good. So good. Made me so happy inside to be drinking that.
What are these people's got to say here? Let's catch them on some comments.
Peter says, going down the Scotch rabbit hole can land you in Chateau Bow Wow quickly. That, I believe.
I bet.
Four Leaf Whiskey is here. Stacy says, cheers, guys. Stacy, how you doing tonight? How's it going? How are you now? She also says, hi, Casey, specifically to you.
Oh.
So.
How's it going?
Hanging AZ says, yeah, I've been to where you thought something was tequila.
That's funny. Remember that.
That's yes. The one that I thought was tequila hanging that was American single malt. That's what his comment before was clarifying. True. I mean, it wasn't that I thought it was necessarily tequila. It's just that it was a large change. Pisco's is still grapes.
Either way, it's like Peru's tequila, and it's good.
I believe that. Major Zero says, hit that like button. Yes, guys, lick the like and like the link. You guys know how to do it. You know how it's done in the Bourbon Bar. Hit the like button.
Hit the subscribe button right next to it if you aren't there.
Join. He's a member. How is joining the Bourbon Bar?
Eventually.
Joining the Bourbon Bar, how does that make you feel?
Special. You
On
know
top
what?
of the world?
You get better perks.
That's true. And
you're
videos that aren't
get access
Advent,
to good content.
Yeah, videos that aren't Advent, they come out first for the members.
Yep.
Depending on what tier you can get discounts on the merch.
Yep.
Depending on what tier you get literally a sample sent to your house every month or every other month. I can't remember what I said in the thing, but you get samples sent to your house of whiskey, like good whiskey, but that's for the highest tier.
I don't.
He doesn't.
I just drink it from his house.
He just drinks it for free, like a fucking.
Like I come in here like
leech.
a savage, and I just.
He's a mooch. He's what they call in the whiskey tribe a mooch.
Just do like one of these with his Parker's Heritage.
That's true. But
that's
lots of perks.
Really wrong.
Also, you get emojis.
Yep.
Special Bourbon Bar emojis.
There's more of those coming.
All you gotta do is hit the join button. If you don't see the join button, it's because you're not on a computer. But if you go on the internet and you just search the Bourbon Bar, What?
The
The Bourbon Bar on YouTube in your normal internet browser on your phone.
Yeah.
It'll come up. You got to
Do
view
it.
it as a desktop, and it'll come up.
Do not do it on your phone.
It's easier to do it on the computer.
Way easier.
But it helps me out a lot.
Yes.
It helps the channel out a lot.
If you have an access to a laptop right now, I really highly suggest you do that.
Do it.
After this.
Do the roar.
I'm going to remind you later.
Do the roar.
Don't worry.
Sugar says, ask for Pisco in Poland and you're in for a bit of a surprise.
No, is that like that? Is that like that snake whiskey or something?
It's
like
probably like food or something. Kingsford whiskey.
No idea what you're talking
I don't know what that is either. Chivas is a blend though.
Yeah, but it's good.
Chivas.
Like
that's the pour you should have last. Oh, the peated scotch.
Yeah, probably.
Who says it's peated scotch though?
It is.
Is it?
Dewar's blend. Yeah, see, I like the blended ones.
Really? I feel like it's just because you haven't had the really good peated single malt that's going to change your opinion.
What's that Glenmorangie 18? What's that?
That's Highland, non-peated. Not that Highland means no peat.
See, that
I'm just saying, typically, people assume it.
A bottle I would buy. That is...
The Glenmore 18 is great. Yeah, it is. It is. It's easy to drink, unpeated, delicious. Hagen says, I wish he had some Stillhouse in the lighter fluid clan. That would have blown Casey's mind.
Is that? I've heard that's just hot trash.
I've never tasted it, but I haven't heard great things.
Casey, that is not even going very deep into the peated world. No, sir.
No,
but I've heard you have some good whiskey.
If he ever tasted Lafroy, you should just come over to their house one night with me.
Probably should.
That would be a good time.
I've heard you got some really good whiskey, dude.
You and him would get along so fucking well.
I heard you got the barrel, the Jack Daniel's
barrel
proof rye. You know what? I've had a chance to buy that, but I had a little budget when I went to Kentucky, and I got some other whiskey. About four bottles of whiskey.
4 bottles over $100
that fit in my budget, and I didn't have room for that one, which is very sad because I've heard it's very good. Anyway,
that's true.
Back to peated scotch.
By the way, Glass C for me, next level. Blows these two out of the water.
It's so light, peat. Highland Park, yeah, exactly.
Exactly, yeah. It's the gateway to my peated experience. It was the first peated. Highland Park is actually the first peated whiskey that I had after Lafroig, and it made me want to drink peated whiskey a lot. So, thank you, Highland Park. To be fair, that's true.
That's good. You know what? After you smell it and taste it that first time, you just get used to it.
What do you want? The peated one still?
Oh no, this
one. Oh, that next one.
The deep. You get used to it. It doesn't taste as bad. So,
for like your palate, you mean?
Yeah.
For being sick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I got an Eagle Rare store pick, and I've never had one before, and I've heard they're really fucking good. I'm not a huge tater, but I just want to drink it. What?
What do you put in here?
Which one? Is that D? Why? How good is it?
I haven't tasted it
yet. How bad is it?
I haven't tasted it yet.
Is it good on the nose?
I haven't tasted it yet.
Is it good on the nose?
I don't dislike it.
Do you think it's Malort?
I don't know what it is. Peter says try a sherry peated single malt. See, that's true because a sherry peated single malt is going to have a lot more of that kind of like cherry wine, sweet redness.
I do like
earthy tone.
I know nobody likes Macallan on here.
Macallan?
Whatever.
Macallan. Oh, no, hey, whoa! I actually tried Macallan 12. Is it 12? Is that's the normal one, right? Yes, Macallan 12 for the first time. That's good. I think what they really have a grip about is the fact that Macallan 18 costs $350, and that Macallan 18 isn't worth $350. I think that's their issue.
Sure, it's not.
But
you can get Highland Park 18 for like
under
$200.
I don't know what Macallan 12 costs.
Glenmorangie 18 is $150.
That's true. I don't know what Macallan 12 costs, but Lauren gave me a pour of it at Station 1 last week, and it's good. I like it.
60, 70, maybe it's more. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've had the Highland or the Macallan 12 or Macallan 12 sherry cask. That one's pretty decent. We had that together at the Bourbon place, right?
The which one?
The place you like to eat at.
The Bourbon Room?
Yeah, I'm
Which
pretty
one
sure
did-
I had it there because
What
you
was
had
it?
the sweet wheat or something like that night too.
Wait, what was it though?
Macallan Sherry Cast 12 here.
Oh, the sherry. Oh, maybe.
I'm pretty sure
Did I
we
have
did.
that before?
Pretty sure we did.
I
It
guess
was good.
if we did, I forgot about it. But I remember because I literally had it last week.
Okay.
It was okay.
What do you want me to guess on these?
I want you to tell me the proof and give me some notes. I want you to tell me what you think they are. If you have any kind of bottle guesses, or even distilleries or companies, that's fine.
I want distilleries and proof of you.
Distilleries and proof?
This is your whiskey, and you have a good palate today.
That's true. Sugar says I have an art bag with a burnt campfire marshmallow. Oh.
I had the Campfire High West, and I actually like that.
See? Again, a barely peated, like, gateway version. You slowly need to work your palate into it, but once you get into that peat, sometimes you'll find it absolutely delightful.
Okay.
That art bag sounds great, though.
I get a little bit of... hold on. A little bit of a dark cherry on here. A little chocolate. Caramel. Not too heavy.
What's in Glass D?
Why? Is it confusing you, or is it bad?
Is this Dickel? Is it okay? Don't tell me. But
No, I'm not gonna tell you.
This is Bardstown Discovery Series, or it's Dickel, but it's gotta be fucking something. Cuddy 12 is a good blended. To be fair, Cuddy 12. What's Cuddy 12? Is that the one you were talking about? Cuddy 12. Oh, wait, what's Cuddy 12?
Macallan 12?
Macallan 12?
Does it call it Cuddy?
Is it blended? I thought that was a single malt. I don't know.
Tell us what Cuddy is.
Shirky says in Poland, if you ask for pisco, you probably would be interrupted by as requesting to give a handy. Oh, pisco. Go skiing. Sugar Kitty says, I wish he had Malort to have put in the glass. I have Malort. Oh, I've got 3 bottles of Malort. But I didn't want to hurt Casey that much.
That tastes like...
My volume has been on this whole time on my...
Really?
Yeah.
You just noticed it?
Yeah.
Interesting. What the hell?
Peter says Mac 12 is piss for what you pay. How much is it? I don't actually know anything about Macallan.
Is it 70?
I
don't know.
Major Zero says the Macallan 12 sherry cask is great though. Sugar says nope. Seriously, do not like the Macallan 12. 2 sulfur, 2 coconut for him. That's fair. I mean, palates are different. The one time I had Macallan, I had it out of one of those like those smaller glasses that you usually taste beer in. Not a snifter, but like the non-tulip. I don't have any of them.
Oh really?
But they're like
you don't have any?
They're like those little short ones with the bumps.
Glass, yeah.
I
have them.
So and it was a very small. It was literally 1 sip. It wasn't even a half an ounce. Lauren just gave it to me for free to try because I was curious. But I liked it. I think. Peter says go away from distillery core range bottles and look for independent bottles. I will do both. I will guess distilleries, but then I'll zero on a specific bottle for mine. High West Campfire uses Lafroy casks.
It's good. I like it.
Try Lafroy.
Probably not good.
At one point in my life, I'll buy a bottle of Lafroy. At one point.
Just because it tastes like poop?
Because I have to have a bottle, because that is ground zero for me in my hatred toward peated scotch, which has turned around, obviously, but that was a thing that set me off in the first place. Lafroy prevented me from buying or tasting any scotches for a long time. A long time. Peated bourbon should not be a thing. Peated bourbon? I disagree.
Oh my god.
I think bourbon can be whatever.
That is good.
Cuddy Sark 12.
That might be Knob 18. That's fantastic. Oh boy.
I've never heard of Cuddy Sark 12, but I'll take your word for it. Who said we were giving Casey the Malort? Wow. You want to give me the Malort?
I don't want to give.
The Malort's in that door, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't.
I know you didn't.
I don't think I did. Were you sitting by the door with your ear in the fucking thing?
I can tell when something's Malort. As soon as I start gagging after I drink it.
When it's like lighter colored like that.
The thing is, Malort's like it is gross, but like I've drank it enough time to know what I'm expecting. It's just it tickles that gag reflex in me that makes me want to die. Holden drinks his Malort alone in the dark and he cries a bit. That's true. I do that.
That's awesome.
Tricky says there are very few independent bottles in the U.S. Not a big thing. Also true. Okay. As much shit as I'm giving D because I think there's some distinct notes that I know in here, I like it. So if there is any Dickel in here, I like it.
Okay. This one, I get an ever so slight mint on it. That might just because my palate's blown the frick out of water. But honestly, this is good. I like this a lot. This has those darker grape notes. Dark oak. A little bit of chocolate in there. Good, like, burnt caramel. I get a little bit of orange zest in there, too.
Okay.
This peated scotch. Obviously, the campfire note. I do get a little bit of like an olive. More of like a green olive, maybe. The ones with like the red thing in the inside. I don't know what the heck.
Pimento. It's a green olive.
Sure, that one.
The red thing's called a pimento, and it is found in a green olive. Okay. You are correct.
Get a little bit of that in there. Like some different spices that I'm not used to. I can't put my finger on it. Let me get on the palate here quick.
Sugar says Macallan 12 is about $70 here. For what I tasted, I think I'd pay $70 for it. But only maybe because I feel like it's a nice baseline. Agnes, he says Dickel party. It could be a Dickel party in here. Sugar says I think we already established Holden likes the Dickel. That's true. Hashtag Pisco. What a hell of a time for Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed to come on here. Says hello, cheers. Cheers, man. How you doing tonight? How's it going? We don't talk about wanking each other off very often, but in this particular scenario, Sugar Kitty has let us in on the fact that Pisco apparently means that. So it's not our fault.
I get a little bit of
just a wee Pisco love. Need to catch the bus.
A little bit of hot dog water on this one too.
Hot dog water. Who doesn't love some good hot dog water?
That's funny. I don't care who you are. This one.
Derek says, to be fair. You know
what? I haven't had a lot of Dickel, but I don't hate it.
What Dickel have you had?
The 8-year.
The 8-year.
And I've had the Discovery with the mix in it.
True. Which I never knew that I could pick out a Discovery with Dickel on it.
Had. The last live stream you pulled it out in it, right?
That Dickel?
Yeah.
Oh. I have both of my Discoveries have Dickel on it. So I don't know if that's what this is, but something in here tells me it could be in the line. Peter White says Glenalachi 12 kills Macallan 12. Boone 12 curb stomps it. Okay, that's fair. I just know that Macallan is a name, and those ones, even though I do actually think I've heard of those ones, they just aren't as, I don't want to say popular, but aren't as known.
I wonder if this one's toasted.
Tell you what, I never gave any notes for D, but what I can tell you on the nose, it's got some cherry notes, it's got some vanilla notes, it's got some like metallic vanilla, like a vanilla frosting. It's got some oak, it's got some light nutmeg, and on the palate, it comes into a little bit more nutmeg and spice, oak. The cherry note comes across a little bit. Very good. I do like Glass D a lot. I think I like Glass D better than Glass B. I think it's more complex. But obviously, we're going to go through Casey's answers first once he's done figuring out his stuff. But because I have probably, we're going to go through the line. We're just going to guess each one's.
That's so good.
But
Give me a little more.
Glass B feels completely flat after coming off of glass D, but the smell of it still smells quite nice. So
the smell of this glass A, I don't know what's wrong with me today, but this is probably going to be number one.
Glenalichi. Chi equals key. Oh, Glenaliki.
Wow.
I am
Yep.
bad at phonetics. Me
Right.
too, hanging.
All right. I got it.
Figured it out?
Yup. Okay.
Peter says in the Scotch world they are. And Macallan 12 is the Blantons of single malts. Fuck, I don't want to be a tater. In that case, I'll take your word for it. I'll try to find some bar pours and the other stuff. I will absolutely not buy Macallan 12 until I have some other scotches first.
He doesn't like blends.
All right, Casey. So let me pull this guy out. The answers are on the back, so you're fine.
Oh. I see it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna start with D, right? Or
C is last place for you.
Yep.
D is
Oh wait,
third place.
I got a glass. Yep.
B is second place.
Okay.
And A is first.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes. I need to guess proofs though.
Yes. So proofs and summaries. Let's. I want to know what you think about these as well.
Okay. I don't love peated scotch. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. So therefore, this got last compared to these other three. Very campfirey. Get a little bit of fruit in there, ever so slightly. I don't know why I get a mint note on this.
I'll drink some after I reveal what it is.
Yeah.
I'll see.
I don't know what kind of scotch or anything he has, so I can't put a bottle guess on it, but I'm definitely guessing it's a peated scotch of some kind. No idea on the age of it because scotch is totally different than bourbon.
That's true because it's not aged in a new barrel; it's aged in
Yeah.
a used one, typically.
So I think it's about, let's say, close to 100 proof. Maybe a little less than that, maybe like 98 proof. But I could be totally wrong. I don't know.
That's a fair guess. So, bottle C for you in last place is the peated scotch called Talisker 10.
Okay.
It was, in fact. Oh, sorry, Martel. I did not mean to hit you in the head. I hit him in the head. That makes me feel bad. This was today's advent calendar. It is. What proof did you say?
I said 98 and it's 90 proof.
Is it 90 proof?
91 proof. 45.8%.
45.8.
So
yeah, so 91
91
proof. Well, 91.6. So
I said 98.
Talisker, single malt scotch.
Interesting.
10 years old, 98 proof, or 91 proof, sorry.
Don't love it. Don't hate it. But don't love it.
It'll grow on you. Trust me.
Sure will.
I've been in your
I
boat.
do like scotch.
It grows on you.
Okay.
But that was last place. I'm glad that you at least had an open mind to it. That's awesome. So, and that you found some likable notes in it, which is big for a peated scotch.
Let me get this one more time.
Also, Marta's laying on my feet, and it keeps him warm, which is nice. In third place is Casey's glass D.
A little bit of caramel.
A little bit of caramel.
A lot of toasted oak. I gotta have a feeling that this is toasted. It's sweet after you get past the toasted part, which I feel like this might be a Heaven Hill product just because of that. I don't want to think that it's totally a Heaven Hill product though. I'm gonna guess 95 proof.
Okay. So 95 proof. Thinks it's toasted. It's got some nice redeemable oak notes and caramel. You said.
Yeah, and a little bit of dark cherry, but like right up front, and a little bit on the nose. But
so in glass D, which came in third place for Mr. Casey Tisler, is
really
Dickel 8-year bourbon. 8-year bourbon whiskey from Mr. Dickel himself.
You guys fooling me over here.
Hey, I didn't make this blind easy for you. That's for damn sure. I can tell you that for free. You know what though?
It's not bad.
I honestly haven't found a bad thing to say about Dickel. I
It's
loved
really not
Flintstone
bad.
vitamins as a kid, and
It's 90 proof. I guess 95.
90 proof. You said 95, so in my rules, you get a point for that. And some good notes. I think you had some good notes in here. I don't remember how much the oak aspect had an effect, but caramel. I do believe there's some cherry in here as well. So overall, pretty good. Moving on to glass B. Casey put glass B in second place. And what did you think of this one? Peter White says, to be fair, there are many versions of peated single malt. That is true. Lots of different types of peat as well, which I'm sure is what you meant. The year on that bottle doesn't really describe the age of what's in there.
All right. Which
is the one you just did on the advent calendar. There's a mix of years in there, up to 20 plus bottles besides the younger 10 year. Yeah, that's the Talisker. That's the one I did. Hanging he says Dickel 8 is not too shabby. To be fair. That's true. And Sugar Kitty says hashtag you got dickled. Got dick?
I did get dickled.
Got dickled? That's true.
All right.
Glass B.
All right.
Second place. What do you think about it? Them notes.
It's freaking good.
Yummy.
It is very yummy.
Very yummy.
I got a little bit of spice in there this time around.
Spiciness. Oh.
Honestly, it almost is kind of like a maker's finish.
Maker's finish. Is there any particular notes you're feeling in that one?
Not a spice. The spice I'm getting now, which is weird because I didn't get that before. But something in the back of my mind feels like this is a Knob Creek and not a Maker's, just for the sole fact of all the caramel and the oak. God, is that good though? I can't believe that's not number one, but number one is just giving me the.
Number one's just hitting the spot tonight.
It is.
It's understandable.
It really is. I'm gonna say that's 100 proof, and it drinks a little higher than it should.
100 proof, higher than it should. And Casey in glass B, which came in second place at 100 proof.
Really?
Old Fitzgerald, 19-year-old, bottled and bond.
That's fun.
Decanter series.
It's good. It is really good.
This is a fall season of 2022.
Wow.
Big hitter for you. Surprised it didn't come in first.
That would be a big hitter for me if this other one wasn't hitting the spot.
It is true. Sometimes the different profiles of different kinds of whiskey can absolutely hit the spot.
Who makes Old Fitzgerald?
That is Heaven Hill. That's the same people that do the larceny.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep.
Larceny is Old Fitz.
Yep. Shit.
So it's 19 years old. It's 100 proof. You got a point for the proof on that one.
God, is that good? It is really good.
I can confirm.
But
it is good whiskey.
I don't know why this one's better tonight.
But
Don't know why. You know what? I remember the first time I was ever on this channel, I tried that.
Yep.
And it came like third.
Yeah, it was.
But
it
I
was
called
lower.
the Wild Turkey 101 and the Angel's Envy Cast Strength one way back up here
Yep.
was first. What was second?
It was that one, and it was
There was another no.
It was expensive. I had two expensive ones.
And then you had the
Turkey 101. And I had a lower proof one.
Oh no, you had a ECBP.
I had an HCBP in there. Yep.
I don't remember which one it was though.
It tastes like a Maker's. I told you they were doing better than home. Well, okay, Sugar Kitty. That's not very nice. I thought I was doing good today. Heaven Hill weeded mash bill. That's true. It is a weeded mash bill, which
good.
is Maker's is also a weeded mash bill.
I would do some dirty,
high age.
I would do some dirty things for that bottle.
Dirty things to it. But glass A, how are you thinking? What are you feeling? Let's get some proof. Let's get some notes.
It's just in the spot, really. That good.
Damn, that's good.
I need a bottle of this. I'm gonna go to the store after I'm done here.
I know a place you can get one.
Great. Good. Hopefully it's available.
R.I.P.
Anyway.
wallet.
R.I.P. wallet.
Actually, it's not that expensive, but it's also not one that you just go and.
Is this the Magster?
No.
Okay.
It's not that expensive, but it is one that you consult your significant other before buying. Okay. That's what I can say. It's not. Right. It's not $30.
I'm not gonna let this sway my opinion. All right. Anyway.
All I'm saying is, I would tell Lauren anything over $40 that I spent, because over $40 is it gets to the point where it's like, did you need to spend that on that whiskey? Oh, yeah. The answer is yes. Yes, I did.
Do we even have a whiskey under $40? Oh yeah, I do. Actually, I got a bottle of Buffalo Trace I got for free.
Oh,
I got free. You know what? I'll take Buffalo Trace for free. I'm not spending money on it, but I'll take it.
Hey, that's fair. That's a fair argument.
I got a bottle of 1792 small batch, which is good. I got a Red Dog Saloon Jack Daniels. Anyway, we don't need to talk about my whiskey. That one, it's just sweet. I don't know why I like that, because it's light. I don't know why I like that tonight. Probably
I can confirm sickness. That I too enjoy that whiskey.
Something tells me it's not Scotch, but I'm going to say it is. And I'm going to say it's 95 proof.
I'll give you one hint. Do you have any kind of bottle guesses? Well, probably not, because you think it's Scotch. And if you're anything like me in the advent calendar, I don't know fucking Scotch bottles to save my entire fucking life.
Is it Powers?
Nope.
Really?
Sugar Kitty says, what is he going to do if he gets a bottle of Redacted? Do you remember what Sugar Kitty counts as his redacted bottle? It is one that he's called redacted many a time.
Oh my god.
Give you 5 seconds to guess, and I'm pulling out the bottle. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't know.
And your number one bottle,
give it to me.
A, first place, is a bottle
Powers
of Redbreast Cask Strength. This in particular is batch B122 at 58.1% alcohol. That's 116 proof. What the fuck's wrong with me, boy? 116 proof Irish whiskey, cask strength, Redbreast.
That's good.
Aged 12 years. It is good. When I bought this bottle,
that's super good.
Why
do I like that more than Old Fitz 18 today?
Sugar Kitty refers to his redacted is the Powers John's Lane, which is funny because you literally just said it. This and Powers John's Lane are the two Irish whiskeys that have changed my complete mind about Irish whiskey, because they're both so fantastic that it makes me happy inside. If Stacy was still here, she'd be proud that you put that in first place.
What in the flying?
What the heck?
What in the flying freaking red bird breast thing is going on?
What in the red booby titties is going on? I don't know, Casey.
This Old Fitz 19 is great, and I don't know why, but that red breast is better. I don't know why.
I'll give you this book. I actually, while we're still discussing things, I do want to pour myself a small nip of the Talisker. I'm sorry, Derek, I'm drinking all your whiskey. I'll pay you back. Just wait for Christmas.
Yeah, it's just so good. Well, yeah, you need to not see that.
Just a tiny little nip.
All right.
So
all right, let's get you in here. All right, what do you got?
Let me. Oh, sorry. Fuck. Using my Wisconsin slang. I'm gonna put this down here. So there's one note that you specifically said in this peated scotch that I wanted.
No, it's got to be this one. It's got to be this one. I don't know. Do we rewind the video?
No. I know the difference between.
You could have literally just drank the rest of that.
Well, yeah, but you're sick. I don't want to get sick.
That's true. Guess I'm gonna have to drink this whiskey by myself, folks.
That's true. There was a note that you said in here that I was curious about. But Sugar says, "Tell me it's not Scotch." Well, it's not, Casey. It's not Scotch.
Shit. I told you
And
right
he
from the
just-
get-go.
Yes.
When I drink this, is that I don't know the difference between Irish whiskey and Scotch.
It's true. And he literally just mentioned Powers John's Lane as Sugar Kitty commented about his redacted favorite. Well, one of his favorites. Right off, Casey was saying it's Irish. That's true. Easy on the Talisker. I heard the price. Hey, I'll get you back. Don't you worry. I'm only having a nip. It's less than an ounce. I'll give you.
Hey, this is what you get. He's in the family now.
Hey, you know what though? I think. Honestly, he hasn't actually come over for a complete whiskey tasting yet. But I've brought a significant number of bottles over to his house, which is fair. But there is quite the dollar amountage of whiskey on the shelf that you're welcome to anytime you'd like. Peter White says pot still spice / flavor bomb. That's true. Irish whiskey is just
damn good. It's damn good. I'll be honest. That definitely changed my mind on Irish whiskey.
Mm-hmm. I knew it would. It's good stuff. Honestly, I hadn't had it in a while, and I poured it in yours because I was kind of craving it myself. But
all right, what did I say that you need to do? Proof and distillery. And then if you got a bottle guess,
I'm gonna bottle guess. Oh, let me get some water. So on glass D, that was my last place one. Glass D, honest to God, I'm saying Buffalo Trace Distillery. It could honestly be like a Bardstown like Origin series, but I feel like Buffalo Trace, it's got that strawberry note, which I specifically find in Buffalo Trace sometimes. Light, honestly, 92 to 96 proof. I want to go with 92. Or 90. I think it honestly could be a Buffalo Trace single barrel store pick. So I'm going to go with 90 proof or 92 proof because I'm going to do it plus or minus 5.
Okay.
Got to hedge my bets. 92 proof Buffalo Trace single barrel store pick from the Buffalo Trace Distillery in last place, glass B. I, honest to God, I considered that as an option because I knew that you knew that I didn't love it. But
hello,
let's talk real talk.
My name is Horse.
Let's talk real talk. 93 proof, 1 proof off.
Nope.
Buffalo Trace Distillery.
1 point.
That's a point right there. I called it a single barrel Buffalo Trace, but it's a single barrel Blanton's. It is what it is. Different mash bills, mind you. Yep. But not bad. A little bit light.
Damn close.
Little light. It is close.
Okay. Shove that bitch in.
Not bad by any means. I don't dislike Blanton's. I'd like to make that clear. It's just that I'm not going to pay $200 for it. That's a fact. Okay. Getting hot tonight. Getting hot. And Derek says, don't worry, I know where the good stuff is kept. That's true.
Oh, right there.
The older Redbreast 12 cast strength batches were like 2015 were much better, and Donald Rance backs me on that. I don't know Mr. Donald, but I believe you and him because if I've learned anything in the world of whiskey, it's that the stuff that was made before I got into it always tends to be better, which sucks, but it is what it is. Sugar says a cast strength will do that to you. And then he called me a tater boy, so that'll happen.
Huh.
All right,
got him.
Moving on. Glass D. There's things in this, and I can't put my finger on it, but part of me thinks there could be Dickel in it. Now, it's light Dickel. What would I say? I would specifically call this Bardstown Discovery Series 6. I would say that is 100. Hold on. Let me get another sip.
Really taste it.
Don't fucking tell me that. Really taste it.
That's funny. Cute.
It doesn't feel as hot as the Bardstown Discovery Series are. I would call this around 115 proof, which I think actually is pretty close to Bardstown Discovery Series. But I'm not willing to bet my life on that. But there are notes resembling it. So that being said, I'm going 115 proof I'm going Bardstown Distillery. I'm going Bardstown Discovery Series 6. And Casey, what's that bottle?
You're darn near right on the nuts for proof, but everybody. One of my all-time favorite bottles. Like, this is probably number 3 on my list of favorite bottles. Minus Cellar's Aged. And you have hardly drank any of it. What is wrong with you? My bottle's like half gone, and I'm like salivating that I don't have any more. You have a lot of whiskey.
Turn around. Look at this shelf alone. Look at these 3 shelves.
Yeah, I have like 50, and he's got like 150. So, I mean, I can't blame the guy.
I have 30 of this caliber whiskey just sitting behind me at all times. True.
But this is so good.
It is so good. Okay.
I love it.
I don't know that it has that medicinal cherry note, and sometimes I struggle with that like turkey, that higher aged turkey funk.
114.8 proof.
114.8 proof. So I get a point for that.
The hell's wrong with this guy? He knows it. That
cherry and funkiness that I get in some turkey products, I also kind of get with a Dickel Bardstown Disco 10. I'm actually going to leave this in here because after we finish going through this, I want to pour out the Disco. Sorry, I said 10. I want to pour out the Disco 6. I want to do a small side by side just to see how off I am. But
okay, we're going to set this off to the side.
Great stuff for that. Also, we do both kind of have the same similar amount of points in our system, so we should probably count out those and see who's winning here.
Do you remember what I have? Because I don't.
I do. We can go back through it at the end, but moving on.
I didn't guess nearly as good as you did, but I mean, shit.
Okay. Glass A came in second place for me. This one seemed desserty. It seemed decent proof, but not overly over the top. It seemed chocolate, caramel, maybe even a light peanut butterness in there. It seems easy to drink, well aged. Oak coming across on the palate or on the nose. But honestly, the palate offers a little bit of a light fruitiness, and it doesn't seem that high in proof. You gonna say something?
Go to the next comment. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Peter White says, not that I will ever see either, but what Russell's Reserve is better, the 13 or the Rickhouse? For the price?
Russell's 13.
13.
I've never had the Rickhouse.
I've never had the Rickhouse either, but you're talking 100 versus 300.
130 versus 330. Yeah, 200
It depends where you get it. But
so
you got to ask yourself this: is a Russell's Rickhouse 3 times better than a Russell's 13?
I've heard the Camp C is better than Camp F, and Camp F released this year. And I've seen a head-to-head of Batch 5 Russell's 13, which was released later this year, and Camp F Rickhouse released this year a couple times on some pages, and 13 beats it every day.
Northwest Bourbon Mark is in the chat, says, I haven't cracked the Rickhouse yet, but we'll do a review soon. Cheers, thanks for being here, and thank you for that information. I'm curious to see what you think is better out of the two, but I think I'd put money, at least for the price, on the Russell's 13.
And honestly, I'd probably buy the Rickhouse just because I like Wild Turkey products, and I just haven't had I've had the chance to get it, but it
Peter
just wasn't
says,
in the cards.
Yeah. Peter says, so Russell's Reserve 13 is on the shelf for 100. I say 100. I think
it's gone up.
The cheaper one that I've found, first of all, it's not on the shelf. Nothing's on the shelf.
Everybody wants.
I feel like there's been.
This.
I've seen it for about 110. I feel like
wants that.
One of my 2 I paid 110 for, and the other one I paid 130 or something. The one that I sold to you was one I got from Hy-Vee. And I can't remember how much I paid for that one, but I think I paid 130 for the one that I got you from Hy-Vee.
If I had to choose between Russell's 13 and let's say
Maker's Mark Cellar Age.
Okay, well I'd choose Maker's, but When the hell are you going to see that in Wisconsin? Anywho.
That's true.
If I had to choose between Russell's 13 and like Batch Proof or Blood Oath or Baker's 13 even or Weller 12 or Turkey 12, I would 100% choose Russell's 13.
I'd be curious on a Russell's versus Baker's.
I've done it. I like the 13 more.
They're both 13.
The Russell's 13.
I know what you meant, but yeah.
The Russell's 13 is just, I don't know what it is. It just has a little bit more spice. It has a little bit more dessertiness. As crazy as that sounds, because the Baker's 13 is just a freaking dessert bomb. But
okay, moving on to Class B.
Yeah, I interrupted you. What were you saying? You said that it was sweet.
It's
it was
desserty.
desserty.
Lots of caramel, lots of chocolate, lots of oak, like sweet oak.
Okay.
And notes like that. But on the palate, it seemed a little bit lower proof, like in the hundreds, like 100-ish, and closer. I feel like there's a fruit note on the palate.
No, we drink it all, folks. We drink it all. Gotta say, this scotch is kind of growing on me.
I know, right?
After you just drink it a little here and there and then get used to it,
It just gets better.
It's not
and
as
better.
bad.
Okay.
It's not as strong, I should say.
Part of me thinks that this product could be Heaven Hill. I was leaning towards some of the Elijah Craig barrel proofs, but they seem almost too high of proof. It also could be in the Old Forester lineup. That fruity note on the palate and that sweetness on the palate kind of makes me wonder if it could be one of the higher proof. I never even thought about a Peerless Double Oaked. Honestly, this could be a double oak product. I feel like the desserty sweetness of it is very likable. It's right on my thing. It's number 2 for me, which is right on my palate. So that being said, I'm going with 101 proof. I'm going with
Distillery.
Oh, a distillery. Oh, fuck. Here's what I'll do. I'll say distillery, Heaven Hill, just in case. I'll say bottle guess. Honestly, it honestly has similar notes to this Old Rip, but this is hard. It's good. I like this so much. It bothers me. Let's go. Let's go Woodford Reserve. Bachelor. I don't know. Don't say that. Hold on.
You just said it was 100 proof.
You're right. I took proof out of the equation. Okay, hold on.
Oh my god.
I forgot about proof. What's one around 100 proof? It doesn't seem high enough to be whatever. Honestly, It doesn't seem high enough to be what anything that I was guessing was. The only thing that could fit around there is like maybe like Elijah Craig toasted barrel, but I don't think it's that. It could be like a Knob Creek 12 year, honestly. Okay, I'll bottle guess Knob Creek 12, but I'll say that it's Heaven Hill. So that being said, Glass B, second place for me. What is it, Casey? Oh, of course.
This bad boy right there. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful.
Do you know how good that tastes? Okay, first of all,
I do know how good it tastes actually, but
105 proof. That means I got the motherfucking proof point, baby. Okay.
You didn't get out of the other two though.
Oh.
So hold on, you got two points on this.
You know,
you got 1 point on that. You got 1 point on this.
It's odd that I found such dark notes in here, such desserty notes in here.
Well, you haven't drank hardly any of it.
That's
Granted,
true.
You do have a lot of freaking whiskey. I'll give you that. But you haven't drank a lot of it, and it's sat a while.
That's true. 2 out of 3 Russell's products today. 2 out of 3 turkey products.
I was thinking about doing the entire thing turkey, just
Just to fuck me up, huh?
Chew you over.
Peter
Fuck
says,
did it.
I want a sample of Russell's 2003 from Dusty Dan years ago. That was really good.
It comes in the wood box. I know exactly what you're talking about. I heard that's really good. It is really freaking expensive on secondary.
I would buy this particular Master's Keep for what I paid, which is $190 every single day if I saw it. I would buy backup bottles of this if I saw it.
The Burger Eye. Honestly, I feel like my palate has gotten a lot better, so I'm gonna try it.
You want to try this?
No, I don't want to try something.
Hey, hold on. No, we can. Let's finish my flight, and then we'll just kind of
hold on.
We'll kind of pull out random
tastes.
bottles. And, yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Wait, actually, no, I still have some in here.
You want me to? All right.
I'll just
Okay. Or I could just
rinse one of your glasses, and I'll pour mine.
I already did. Give it.
Yeah, after we're done with this blind, we'll just kind of pull out bottles and just drink.
See,
Oh,
it
sorry,
still
Marta.
smells
I
like
just
that.
fucking kicked them, dude. Aggressively.
Poor
My
guy.
bad.
See, it still smells like it. You know what I find funny? Every time I come on here, it's like a 2.5 hour stream. But when Lauren's here, it's an hour.
When
45.
Lauren is here, it's really fun. We have a lot of great
Yeah,
conversations.
no, I know.
But we don't drink whiskey, and I feel like when we're drinking whiskey, I have a lot of things to talk about. Obviously, so like it's hard. It's especially since you actually haven't had a majority of the whiskey on my shelf.
Nope.
You probably had 20% of what I have.
That's so fucking. Oh my god. Oh, I love that. That is so good.
True.
It's just so the right amount of spice, the right amount of fruit, the right amount of caramel and oak. Oh, it just works, and it's just an orgasm and an all. Sorry, folks.
He's not wrong. Mr. Bourbon says he came for the butt stuff. It's whiskey uncensored, but didn't expect her to grow a beard and a stem. Nice stem. Nice guy.
Nice guy.
But that being said, I have one whiskey left today.
You do.
And the fact that two of these were Wild Turkey products really confuses me. But what I can tell you guys from Glass A is it smells like the most delicious cherry cream that I have ever smelled in my life. This is what I envision Russell's 13 and Russell's Single Barrel to smell like. Now, there are other bottles that have given me this note in whiskey before. Among those in the list, Calumet 15 it brushes close to this, but Weller 12 has given me this before, not as much, but it has given me these vibes before. Knob Creek 18 given me these kind of vibes before. Not a whole lot, not as much as I think this is a fucking Russell's product. Excuse my language, but holy shit, this smells the best. The smell of this blows all these out of the water.
I would probably agree. Although I do not drink this often, I know exactly what it smells like.
Everything about this makes my insides so happy. My pants are so tight right now, you guys would not believe it. That bottle, I'm guessing 112 proof. I'm guessing that it's a Wild Turkey product. Or maybe
No, hold on. Don't skew.
maybe-
Don't skew. Just because the last two were. Don't skew. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, folks. Not trying to help the guy out here, but god dang, he's skewing.
Honestly, if Michter's American kind of came in at a higher proof, this Michter's American is not this good. But some of the simpler notes that I get from Michter's American are in this glass.
I would agree.
Dude, this makes my insides just feel ecstatic. I don't know if this is a fucking Buffalo Trace product. So help me God, if this is a Weller, I'm gonna neuter somebody.
This guy's a tater.
This could be Weller 107 actually. The proof lines up. The palate, that cherry cream deliciousness. It is in what I find in a Weller. But
how many high-end turkeys are up there? Yeah, one, two. No. Yes.
I got
three.
Oh, I got 3. But I also have this one, which can borderline almost beat that one.
The Russell single barrel. Yeah.
So
single barrel store pick's good.
It could be a maker's mark. Honestly, it could be a wheated bourbon now that I think about it. There's a lot of... I feel like I do get this note in a lot of wheated bourbons. I could go with one of the maker's mark finish series. Or Russell's. Honestly, I don't know what else it could be. Maybe like FAEO2, but here's what we'll do. We'll say for that one. Wait.
Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm leaving you guys on here. I'm such a tease. I'm gonna say cock block. I'm such a tease right now. But let's say that this is from the Maker's Mark Distillery, but let's say that it's Russell's single barrel pick from Woodman's.
What proof?
112.
All right.
What is it?
You ready for this?
Yep.
Everybody, Calumet 15. It's not quite close, but it's this instead. But it is Cal 15, folks.
What the?
That's a fat goose egg on that.
What the fuck?
Boys.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, that bottle's good. And that's the reason why it's half gone and Holden's collection is 150 plus bottles now. Because it's that good.
Did I not say that cherry was a fucking specific ass note for this?
Yep. It always is.
Every single fucking time I drink this bottle of whiskey, it blows my mind.
It's always been.
Why is it so good?
It is.
I gotta buy more of these. I should fucking bunker.
I need to buy one of those.
When was the last time you drank it?
I would drink it like water. Oh my god.
I'm gonna drink another sip out of this. I'll get the rest for you, or just at least a sip.
Oh boy, that Russell's 13 is just fucking nutty.
Okay, so this is 105 proof.
God, cherry vanilla bomb.
Dude, right?
Shit.
105 proof, don't get a point. Calumet, don't get a point. Calumet Farms 15, don't get a point. But the notes were accurate.
True.
So that's fair.
We'll give him a point.
I did miss some oak presence on this, but honestly, I wasn't even thinking about that after the amount of cherry that was in this.
So good, folks. Why you don't have a bottle of Calumet 15?
The thing that blows my mind is that people think the Calumet 16 is better than that. And I've had 16 twice, and I can't see it. I can't see Calumet 16 being better than that. Now, I'm pretty sure they vary bottle to bottle.
Probably.
But that one tastes fucking insane.
It does.
It's awesome.
Yep, it's a hitter for sure.
Peter says, how many high-end turkeys are up there? A lot.
4.
Hit the timer, Casey.
Maybe 5.
That's true. I was going a little bit longer on that one. Holden, you said 5 minutes ago. You said it 5 minutes ago. Always go with your first guess. I know, but I never would have. Normally when I drink Cal 15, it seems all cherry, which granted, those are the only notes I picked out of that glass. But it does taste remarkably similar to the Russell's Reserve single barrel pick, which I'm going to now pour into this Glencairn right here and do a little side-by-side.
Try that at once. Try one on.
Try this on for size. Okay. It needs to obviously have a little bit more time in the glass. Okay, a light resemblance, but not the same. Okay, you know what?
Not even close. Hold on. No, it's close.
If that sat on the counter for an hour,
An
if
hour.
that sat on the
An
counter
hour.
for an hour and a half, it would probably be similar.
Okay. All right. Oh, there's a little bit of cherry in there, but it's not as prevalent as the cherry vanilla. Like in your face, like you shove a cherry in one nostril and just a vanilla extract in the other. It's crazy. What are you doing? What you got going on here? You got the Talisker in there.
Yes. Okay. We're good. Oh wait, no, this was last place. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So it is. It's similar, but not similar enough that I should have guessed it.
But
Some idiot.
you know what?
It is what it is.
So how many points you got now? You got 2, 1,
1, 1, 1.
1, 1, 1.
So 5. Let's see what you got.
I don't know.
What was this one?
The Irish whiskey.
That was the Irish, which you said was Scotch. So that's no.
And the proof wasn't even close.
Proof wasn't close.
That's it.
And no bottle guess. That one was Old Fitz 19. Proof you got spot on, right? You said 100.
Yep. And I got
So
the
that's a
notes
point.
right.
You did get the notes right. So I'll give you 2 points for that one. So 2 to 5 now.
This one was Dickel.
That was Dickel 8 year. You got that was
I don't think
90 proof?
I guess 95.
Yeah, you guys yeah. You were just on the threshold, which means you get a point for that one.
Yep.
But you did not get I mean you got one of the notes right.
Yeah, but
The cherry, but I give you a point for that one.
Okay. So I'm at 3. Not
3.
even 2 on this last one, folks. Tie this guy.
Which was
The Highland
the
Scotch.
Highland Scotch,
Which I
which
guessed.
you
Highland
did guess.
Scotch. Or the peated Scotch, sorry.
What did you say for proof of it?
I thought it was 100 or 98. And it is, in fact, 92.
Oh
Which is
yeah,
right
which you
outside.
just missed.
So I got 4.
That's true. Yeah, you'll get a Highland Point Scotch or Highland Scotch.
So what
point.
about the taste notes?
Taste notes? They were pretty good. You were missing a couple. You said peated a lot, which
Yeah.
I said peated a lot when I was drinking it too. But
No.
there are some
sorry.
extra notes in
You
there.
know what? If I lose by 1, that's fine.
I don't know. Actually, between the two, between saying cherry in that one and peated in that one, we'll give you that extra point. We'll still put you at 4.
Yeah.
It's a close race.
This is a close race.
So
I really fooled you there in that last one, though.
that count 15 was
That's funny.
out of left field, but I didn't. Yikes! You know, if I was getting points on the notes, then I'd obviously be much higher because every single one of these, I think I got the right notes,
Yeah.
just the wrong bottles.
True.
Sugar says I like Cal 15 a ton, but not the 14, 16 somewhere in between. Okay, so you like 15 the best too, which I feel like is an unpopular opinion, but honestly, it's my opinion. I have Sam Houston 15, a Rose by any other name.
I've heard Sam Houston
Fucks.
makes some good shit.
Yeah, I agree. I've never had it. I've never seen it, but I want to, and I want to.
I don't think they sell it around here.
I don't think so either. But that being said, we have more whiskey on the shelf. You're feeling good. I'm feeling good. How's your palate doing?
Better than it fucking was before.
Better than it was. And what I can tell you, we got a little bit of water. I can clean out some of our Glens here.
Should we do a little double oak action? Limousine, saggy?
We could if you don't want to do the Four Roses.
Oh, yeah. All right. You know what? You talked me into it.
I figured I would.
You talked me.
Honestly-
Don't do that glass. That one's tainted with peated.
Yes. I want to do the Four Roses, which is kind of why I brought it up.
I don't want to die.
I don't want to die. Okay,
Now,
so
my palate is not 100%.
no, it's not. But
So
it's enough to tell me that the ones that he liked are ones that he would have liked, and I can tell you that he didn't do bad.
that red breast, oh boy,
For realsies,
I'm gonna invest in stock in that.
you should. They have one bottle left at the Superior Discount West. I think it's about $80 or $90.
Oh,
So
maybe
not
next,
even a bad
next
deal.
next month.
next month.
Yeah.
Mr. For Realsies says, what city are you in? We are in Green Bay, good sir. So cheers to you. Thanks for being here.
Mr. For Realsies, where are you from?
He's
From around these parts?
the Outback.
He's from the Outback.
Speaking of the Outback,
Oh boy.
where the fuck is Tata's?
Yeah, where the fuck is Tata's? That bourbon in the park or whatever in Kentucky, that does sound really interesting. Or was that the place? Or is that not?
The park is the Bourbon Junkies. That's Pours in the park.
Yeah.
That's in Michigan.
Dumb.
The Kentucky one was I forget what he called it, but it was something else. But I know what you're talking about, and it does sound interesting. What was D? Oh, that was blends. I don't.
So the issue with that is
What was B? What was A?
Kentucky trip is sometime early September, and that's in October. And I don't know if I have enough
True, money. That's hard.
money or
Time.
now that I get vacation.
Vacation.
I should have. I think mine was like 5,000 something out of 15,000. Here's a 74. Okay, so that's not too far off. 2,000 bottles. Whatever.
Mr. For Realsies is in GB right now. Dude,
What?
how's it going? What's your real name, Mr. For Realsies? If you don't mind letting us know. We're fellow Wisconsinites ourselves. Grew up in Denmark, Wisconsin, believe it or not. And now I live in Green Bay. He lives in Kaukauna.
A little shoot. I don't like saying Kaukauna.
He lives in Little
Everybody associates Kaukauna with some crappy smell.
Yeah,
I just don't live there.
Stank.
I just don't live there.
That's because Kaukauna smells like stank, doesn't it?
It does smell like stank. Yeah, that's true.
Also, we have another new one here. So it's David Gieschke says, "How are you, lads? Howdy. How are you now?
Not so bad.
Good and you? Not so bad.
David, how are you?
Welcome to the channel.
Good to see you. Yeah, welcome to the
Thanks
channel.
for being here, obviously.
Since I had both of these bottles in my hand at one time, and I gave one to someone else to trade.
That's true. You want that full experience.
I am going to side by side this shit. Can't waste too much of this awesome bottle of goodness. Oh boy, you want some?
If you want to give me some, I won't say no. But
hold up. Do a OBSV next to it. Was that OBSV?
That's OESQ. I think I only have OESV.
Yeah, that's the one I said.
OESV?
Yeah. Oh, did I say O?
You said OB.
Oh.
Which is the other?
Yeah, do that one.
The other.
Because there's a lot of, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of OESV in the 23.
Okay, so I have 4 roses in this glass. I'm pouring a single barrel from Woodman's, 11 years, 7 months old. It's OESV, mash bill, and yeast strain in this glass. And Casey has the 4 roses single barrel, 135 limited edition, against Maker's Mark Cellar Aged, which makes me want to get new pants.
I've owned both. And I currently do not own one of these anymore.
Okay.
Because I have this instead.
Casey, fun fact, Casey used his 4 roses to trade for the Maker's Mark Cellar Aged because here
and
in
a couple
Wisconsin,
samples. Why not?
at least in this part of Wisconsin, they did not get any cellar aged unless it was for a bar or restaurant. Bullshit. Yeah, he got that, plus he got Michter's 10 Rye and Michter's 10 Bourbon samples. So,
okay,
worth it.
I'm going to go for what you said. Worst to best. So I'm going to go 4 roses first. Are you trying this with me?
This is the 4 roses,
okay.
Yes. I am doing that one first. It does smell better than it did the other day. It's been open for...
Yeah, no, it smells good though.
Open for, what is that, a week? I opened it on live stream last week.
The only reason that I did not keep this is because this is a thing. And also, I don't own any 4 roses. I like 4 roses. I've never owned any.
Right.
And I know I like Beam, Makers, Turkey, Buffalo, and I don't know.
And you don't know about 4 roses, which is
I
fair.
don't know about 4 roses. I do like he's given me some of his single barrel picks, which are really good. But
That's true. What did happen in this class? On the palate, it's been 1 week, and this particular bourbon has opened up quite a bit.
holy shit!
Still is spice forward on the palate.
Yeah.
Very spice forward on the
God.
palate, which isn't my particular go-to when it comes to whiskey. I love me a desserty note. But this is better than the first time I drank it, by a long shot.
Holy shit!
What do you think?
That is the most spice I've ever gotten. Anything I've ever drank ever.
Is it not spicy as
That
fuck? Rye
fucking
spice, cloves, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Everything under the sun. Every spice that you can get
cinnamon, yes.
throws it at you.
I like
Excuse
this
me.
surprisingly.
I
do like rye though, and I do like rye spice, and this does have some of those attributes.
I don't dislike this as much as I disliked it the first time. I didn't dislike it the first time. I like it significantly better now. The nose has so much more caramel. The spice is toned down. It's got a little bit of fruit in there and sweetness, which I'm really enjoying. And then the palate still has a lot of spice.
This drink's way overproof. Was this 108?
Mm-hmm.
This drink's like, hold on. Yeah, 54.
54%, 108 proof.
No, 100. That's almost 110. That's almost, no. Oh, yeah, no, it is more.
I'd say this drink's about 110 for me. So like 2 proof over.
I'd say this drink's almost 115 for me. Which, I mean, I'm not one to take proof from, I guess, but.
If I was going to guess on a guess, I'd say 115 to hedge my bet, but I would honestly feel like this drink's closer to 110. Caramel, spice,
just a
oak,
tiny bit of honey, though.
The honey note is there, I can confirm, which is really refreshing. It did not have that the first time, and I can tell you that for a fact.
This is good, though.
Yeah.
This is really freaking good.
Can confirm.
All right. Oh, shit. Me out of water.
I can give you more water. I can.
Yeah, go run quick.
Yeah, just entertain the people.
All right. What we got going on here in the comments? Let's see here. I'm blind. For realsies said, let me warn you, don't buy any Four Roses single barrel GW 1 to 1S. It's barely better than water I got on last night, and I'd be mad if I paid $20. Well, that's sad. Sorry that you have that experience. And you know what? I have no idea what a GW.
I kind of read that.
Oh, is that what's on the front of the bottle? I'm not too familiar.
GW could be Grainworks.
Oh,
but I know they didn't have one.
Oh, is he talking like warehouse number and barrel 1 through whatever?
Is
that what you're talking about for realsies?
That could make sense. Because GW could be a lot of things. Maybe he meant TW. That would be total wine. And I know they had one.
Yeah, but I wonder if he's talking about the warehouse number, but anyway.
It's weird when water fizzes, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so the other bottle that I poured in here from the Four Roses is the OESV, a barrel strength pick from Woodman's at 110-ish proof and about 12 years old, which has significantly more fruit than this one does.
My nose is having just so many thoughts right now. It's just.
Yeah, that's Maker's Mark Cellar Aged. It blows us out of the water, doesn't it? Not even close.
Oh my God. It's just. the best thing I've ever tasted. I'm gonna go there. It's so good.
It blows us out of the water.
Oh,
And
100%.
I 100% agree. This is okay. This is good.
It's good.
That is what greatness tastes like.
This is good. This is what $300 whiskey should
That's
taste like.
that's what makes my pants tight.
God. Why is it so good? It's only 12 years old.
That's true. Peter says fake work or worst fake accents ever.
Hey,
he's not wrong. We aren't actors.
No one ever said I was an actor. Yeah.
Excuse me. Peter White says
Peter. Small batch select. I don't even know if Holden has that.
I don't have that, but I actually do like that a lot.
It's good in a Manny. I'll tell you that for free.
I've drank it straight many times, and I do enjoy it. Very caramel forward, a little bit floral, some nice spice. I like it a lot. Mr. Forrealsy says yes, warehouse, and he bought it at Woodman's.
Okay.
So the Woodman's one that I bought was last year's, not this year's.
What is it a what is it an OB? Is it an OB?
Yeah, what is a mash bill on it? I'm curious. Mash bill and age.
Yeah, is it an OE, OB? There's so many different ones.
You can either have OE or OB, and then on the last letter, it can either be OESV, K, B, O, OESB, no, OESO. So there's
OBSO, yeah.
VKO, and there's two more. There's five in total. Q and R. S. Sorry. F. Sorry. O.
I forget what this. Look up what this one's made of. This one's made of like OESV something year. Oh yeah. Look it up.
Yeah, I don't know what all is in this one, but the thing is, they have 10 mash bills. They can blend whatever the hell they want, and they can make some pretty great stuff. And this stuff, honest guys, it's not bad. I shit on it because I had high expectations, but it's not bad whiskey. It's just, I do think it's better than the single barrel. That I can say.
Yeah,
it's just not as good as some of the other whiskeys I got.
Okay, so you got 40% OESK at 14 years old, 35% OESV at 12 years old, 20% at OESV at 16 years old, and 5% OBSV at 25 years old. So it's all OBSV besides OESK.
Right. So this bottle is OESV, and
hold up. OESV is 55%. OBSV is 5% of it.
Okay. So
it's
this
the oldest
bottle,
whiskey, which is 25 years old,
has 55% of this, 40% of OESK.
Yep.
And 5% of OESB. OBSV.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm bad at saying
Very good. So I can tell you, and the age difference obviously is a lot. I like this significantly better than the single barrel. I went side by side, A and B. This blows that out of the water, and that's $100 nowadays. I've seen it for $120.
Well, this is $200.
This is $200, but I would buy this over that.
I got mine for $225 actually.
I got this for $205 or something.
And I could have bought the whiskey that I actually wanted. What? I wanted this more.
What the whiskey did you actually want?
Nectar's barrel strength toasted rye.
Oh, yeah. Peter says all my Shelfer 4 Roses single barrels are level 6.
Nice.
Not a select, just a regular. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That
probably explains it.
They really got to be select if you want them to be.
They're still good. I mean, maybe like you said, yours is not.
They're still good. They just don't blow anything out of the water.
Yeah.
At barrel strength,
the single barrel select barrel strengths are fantastic.
Can confirm. Not as good as this. Actually, putting them side by side, I like this so much more than that.
That is really good. No, this is super good. But
do you have any of this left, or is that?
No, I just drank the rest of that.
Here,
tasting it.
Have the rest of that one too, or have some of that one. Let me get one more sip. This. Oh yeah, that's true. I don't want to take it tainted. Just let me. That's the OESV. which is a big blend of this one. So Casey's coming off of this one, which I honestly think is so much better than that. Sugar says, remember Maker's Mark, famous statement. We have no whiskey we've ever released over 10 years. It just isn't that good. Until that. Which is good.
You know, the only reason why this is cellar aged is because whiskey doesn't change taste as much if it's colder than when it's hot, as in like Jim Beam, turkey.
When it's
Makers
hot,
always wants to keep their whiskey tasting similar, which
is why they focus on barrel rotation.
Yes. And why they made like the limestone cellar for this whiskey. I've seen a lot of things on like whiskey being cold versus hot, and it definitely affects how it saturates the wood, and the wood affects the whiskey inside and how much evaporates. And I think Makers has done a phenomenal job. I think what Fred Minnick hyped it up to be is actually what it is and more.
I agree. If I, honest to God, might save my money and buy one of these. Like
you can literally get this same bottle for like $350.
$350.
Which I mean,
I'd entertain that idea.
Yeah, I could literally get you one.
I would. Probably. What I can say is, if you think about a car, I know everyone in the chat already probably knows this. If you think about a car tire, in summer, the car tire gets more PSI in it because the molecules expand because it's hot. And in winter, it shrinks and your car tires get flat because it's cold. So think of the wood in a whiskey barrel. In summer, they get hot, the molecules expand. That's just science. And then as the molecules expand, it allows whiskey to penetrate the wood and get more of that wood flavor. In winter, the molecules shrink up. Doesn't allow as much penetration from the wood, aka less flavor. Because everyone knows that whiskey gets all of its flavor from the wood. Not all of it, but a large portion of it. Now, in the Maker's Mark Cellar Age, it's being consistent. Apart from like Wisconsin, like the J. Henry Limited Edition, where it gets up to 100 degrees in summer on the hot days, and down to -10, -20 in the winter. That has such fluctuation. It absorbs all the whiskey in summer, squishes out the whiskey in winter, and just goes back and forth. You get a lot of differences. Whereas Maker's Mark, between barrel rotation from being high up in the rickhouse, where it's hotter and less humid, so there's more evaporation and less water content, versus lower in the rickhouse, where it's cooler and there's more moisture in the air. By rotating all those barrels, they get one consistent batch of whatever they make, which allows their flagship bourbon and everything else that they make to taste the same without variation. Which was a lot of talking for me, but you guys already knew that. I just wanted to make sure you guys know that I know that, and that's what I'm talking about. Or if you didn't know that, then there's a fun fact. And obviously there's things in whiskey that change, and they aren't exactly along those lines, but that's the gist and main concept of whiskey, which is, I think, from what I know, and I'm sure that you guys will correct me if I'm wrong. For realsy saw a Maker's Mark cast strength Dunker, which is very deep wax, at Festival Eastside by Menards. If you're interested, good to know. I'm friends with that guy. His name is
You're friends with him and you don't know his name, huh?
I do. It's a funny name. It's not
Conrad.
It's his last name, and it's Whiffy. Whiffy. His name is Whiffy.
What's his first name?
I don't know, but he's cool as shit. It kind of like funny and weird the way I like him. Sugi said Makers has just had a distiller with a very strong opinion that turns out to be not so correct. That's true. Where is Lever Burton when you need him? Reading Rainbow. # the more you know. I don't know.
No idea, bro.
But this is good. It's much better than any single barrel Four Roses that I own.
Yes.
Not nearly as good as Maker's Mark cast strength.
No.
That's the way the world works.
Yep. And God, this is just so fucking
Maybe,
good. You know what?
since Casey's palate is doing okay right now,
Yeah.
we'll end the
Still
live
better.
stream on a high note. We'll pour a little Maker's, or fuck me in the ass.
Parker's Heritage 10
Pour a
year
little
rye.
Farger's 10-year rye in the Glen. Is this yours? This is mine. This is yours.
Mm-hmm.
Give you a big rinse here so you can get fully coat the glass on this bad boy.
Oh my God, is that good?
So here's the thing. Casey loves ryes more than I do. This is a barely legal rye. It's 51%, and it has a lot of bourbon notes, which I enjoy. But there's a chance that Casey likes this better than I do, which is insane because I like this a lot.
Okay. Oh. I still can't get over how good this tastes. That's freaking insane. Maker's Mark, please, I hope to God that you put another one of these out.
If they don't make that a yearly thing, I'm probably going to jump off the Leo Frigo.
The only thing that I question is what wouldn't they put out besides that or a wood finish, and they canceled wood finish.
That's true. And every single Maker's wood finish that I own has been incredibly delicious.
Maker's wood finish, why would you not buy it?
Did I put wood finish in my top 10 or top 25?
I don't know what you should.
You guessed.
I think you did. Yeah, beep.
Okay. Yeah.
Or the BEP.
Whatever. David Geschke says, "Have you guys had the Maker's 101?" I haven't, but I want to. I buy a lot of expensive whiskey, so sometimes I skimp on the cheaper stuff. Now that Maker's 101's cheap, but
yeah,
I sometimes forget to buy the bottles that I should just have on the shelf.
I've had the regular Maker's 101. It's not terrible. Say it's a little bit sweeter than what I'm used to in whiskey. Like a good old fashioned. I don't know if you're from around here or where you're from, but Wisconsin old fashioned with some wash in it.
Yeah, it has some like Sprite or 7-Up or
is good. Yeah. Calm down.
Wash. Did you rinse it?
Down. Yeah, I washed it. Yeah. And it's completely rinsed. I drink here's one drop. Anyway. It's good in an old fashioned. A Wisconsin old fashioned. I wouldn't say it's good in a regular old fashioned. And I wouldn't say it's good in a Manny. But
a Manny Petty.
Each to his own.
To each his own.
Is what I said.
When does Casey's Uber show up?
Yeah, Peter.
He's spending the night.
Hey, Peter. You mind calling one for me? I can't see my phone right now.
He's going to walk home. He's actually only 19 years old. He's not the legal age to drink. Yeah. Hey, Josh is finally almost 21. We got T-minus 3 days.
Really?
3 days, and that mother trucker is turning 21.
What a turd.
Cheers to him. He's a guy I drank non-alcoholic whiskey on here with.
Yeah, and you said it was Turkey 12.
No, I said Turkey 12 was non-alcoholic. When I was
sick. That's what I said. That's what I meant.
When I was sick.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Peter says, since I will never see the cellar aged, I will settle for selects.
Well, Peter, you know what? If you want to trade a sample for a sample, I can hook you up.
I'll tell you what, Peter. Maker's Mark Cellar Age blows the rest out of the water, but the rest of the Maker's Mark Finish series are very, 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 very good. And can they live up to that Maker's Mark Cellar Age? A little bit. It's not the same, but it's close. Now we're moving on to the Parker's Heritage Rye. This is 10 years old. It is 128.8 proof, and it's barely legal at 51%
yeah, rye. I do get a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, a little bit of rye spice, but I do get some rye spice.
It honestly smells like you can tell it's a rye, but if it didn't have those very select rye notes, you would think it's a bourbon.
True.
It's so oaky.
It's a good part. Yeah.
So
it is so oaky.
Brown sugar, caramel sweetness.
Like just you can't even see through this freaking bottle because it's so damn dark.
A lot of the rye comes from spice. rye spice, a little bit of clove. It's great.
Okay, America.
Let's drink it.
Oh.
Spicy. This is a higher proof one that we either of us have had much today. Woo!
I will go down the wrong pipe, so.
It literally made my lips burn so bad.
Yeah.
It literally. Okay.
Holy shit.
My lips are slightly chapped right now, but that's good.
That's the wrong one to go down the pipe, folks.
That tastes amazing.
Oh, I said that so backwards. That is the wrong one to go down the wrong pipe.
That's true. It tastes
Oh my God.
so good. Oak presence, great. Let me know if you need any more water.
Mm-hmm.
But
God, Jesus. Yeah, hold on. All right.
This is gonna. I have a feeling this is gonna kick some major ass in the top 25 lineup. David Geschke says in Europe, Makers 101 is 15% better than Wild Turkey 10 at or 101 is probably what he meant at for 150% the price.
Turkey 101 is more expensive than Makers 101?
Well, Turkey 101 is $23. So
Makers 101 is like
at $55 at 150%, that would put Makers 101 at $35. Which is probably tracks.
Guess.
It's close. Sure, he says Makers 101 is just as good here. I like it better than the regular releases.
Okay. Here's the mistake that I made is that I took a gulp and not a sip of this, and yeah.
Clear the palate, refocus your sentence.
No. I already took a sip of it.
Senses?
And it's super good.
Sugar says, but we get Wild Turkey 101 so cheap it doesn't compare with the Maker's price. That's true. 18 out of 19 is legal in Canada, depending on the province. You're not wrong. Could be worse. Could have been Obtainium Hazmat. Like I guessed in
a store by me has Obtainium Hazmat. It is 27-year-old Canadian whiskey, bottled at 100 and it's over 150 proof. It's like 152 point something or 153. It's freaking insane. It's like $190 for a bottle, and I just don't want to hurt my body that bad, so I haven't bought it. But I heard it's really good. Obtainium, I've heard, is putting out some really good stuff. I'm just not a super huge fan of Canadian whiskey unless it's a mixer, and I haven't really explored anything above 135 proof, which eventually, you know what? If I buy a Coy Hill, I'm going to buy the 143 proof.
I think my highest is even 133-ish. I think Parker's is my highest.
No, you got...
Or no. I have a single barrel. That's 133 something.
The freaking C920
is 133 even, but I think I have a single barrel that's 133.7-ish from the wine cellar. But here's something I can tell you. I did not expect that much from this Parker's Heritage. I like rye whiskey, but rye whiskey compared to bourbon for me is not on the same playing field. Now, Parker's Heritage Rye, expectation was here. Reality is up here. Maker's Mark Cellar Age, reality is where I put this Parker's Heritage Rye, but it just beat it. So Parker's Heritage is so good.
Yeah. This beat my expectation.
It tickles the balls of Makers. But
it leaves me
wanting more.
No.
It's full-bodied.
I have a
high proof. Yep. Lots of oak.
Yep.
A hint of rye.
That's where the issue comes in.
The oak.
I have a whiskey. It's called Big Stick. It's out of New York. And I bought it when I was new to whiskey because I thought it was cool. It has an oak stave in the bottle, and it comes with this special pour thing. And I drank about half the bottle, and every time I drink it, I get this oak varnish note that I hate. And this almost has that, but on a different level. Like, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It just has like you open up a can of varnish and you smell it.
That's fair.
It's still good though. I would not
Clear
in
yourself out,
particular.
please.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Casey's still sick. And he's been getting a significantly
That is also true, yes.
large amount of alcohol proof or alcohol notes in all of his whiskey that he's been drinking. Now, this I find very, very good. I find it less oaky than this. So, if you think that this is very oaky and varnished,
No, I think it has like the tannic, the oak tannic.
I think this is more tannic than this.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know proof wise.
Maybe it's just because I'm like getting over my sickness and I'm like right at the end there. But
before you drink it, let me just smell it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I don't like this as much as I like that, but I'm a fat sucker for an oak note. Holy fuck, he mutters under his breath. Peter Weiss says that's because you've never had a proper Canadian whiskey. That's facts.
I've had Caribou Crossing.
He said fuck. Keyword, proper. Caribou fucking sucks. I'm not going to lie. Caribou
store pick might change your mind. It's not bad for 80 proof whiskey. And you know what? I still want that Pendleton 20-year that comes in that like box with the topper.
That's fair.
I still want that. But
Pendleton. He said like Pedalon or something.
I thought it said Pendleton.
Something like that. For reals, he says broke up my highest proof 131 single barrel. That is pretty respectable. That the highest proof I have is the 133 point something.
Okay, see on this, yeah, it's double oaked. Hold on, go for another sip.
Honestly,
yeah, I mean,
if I would say that feels lower proof than this. Like the bourbon
this 100% feels lower proof,
even though it's higher proof by like 5 proof.
Yeah,
but the sweet bourbon notes of it makes it feel less. This has that slight rye spice that bumps it up a notch. Peter says Caribou Crossing 80 proof. Nah, Caribou Crossing is dog shit. If there's one single whiskey on my shelf that I would drink last place, Caribou Crossing is in that top 10 list for last place, which is embarrassing.
Peter, yeah. See, no, hold on, no. This has that like rye spice with the oak, and I think that makes me think it's tannic.
Which one did you drink?
The rye. The rest of the rye.
Yeah, it seems spicier because it's a rye. It has that hint of wryness that bumps it up to that notch.
I don't know if I'd say it's more spicy than this, obviously.
The oak tannin that makes my mouth drier, almost like a dry wine.
Yeah,
but
I would agree with that.
It's a sweet oak.
This gives me more of like a varnish taste that I don't like. It's tough. It is really. You know what? I'd really like to visit this back when I'm 100% and not like 25%.
We are borderline running on 3 hours live stream here.
Holy fuck.
So we can sign off soon, but
you know what?
It's fair. You are sick, but
yes,
these whiskeys aren't going to change between now and then. Your palate may change slightly, but I think you're doing pretty well as far as tonight's going. You're doing a lot of great notes, a lot of great guesses, and a lot of great input in this.
Well, hey, thank you for that, but
much welcome.
I really wish that was 100%. But at the end of the day, I think I would choose the double oaked over the red. I don't know about you.
I would choose this over everything. Smart.
Talisker? Get out of here.
How'd you know?
Go home. The Bourbon Junkies Glenn.
Hey. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, everything you had tonight, your favorite.
My favorite?
Let's put them in a line.
Well,
I mean,
everything
rough
I've had
guess.
tonight. Okay, cellar aged.
Obviously, honestly, me too. Cellar aged. Here, there are some that brush close. This guy,
I wouldn't even put that even in the same fucking category. Sorry.
I would put this over Four Roses every single day of the week.
Oh yeah, no, this over
Blows
Four
out
Roses.
of the water.
Yes.
The
I would agree with
Makers, it's close. I mean, it's closer than not close, but it's not close enough that I would ever. If it was in a blind,
that. It's just
this would lose.
Oh yeah. I'd say Makers. I'd go double oaked. I'd go red breast. I'd go this. I would go
This under Red Breast.
Yeah.
That's shocking. I bet if we put that in a blind, it would switch.
Probably.
I mean, just for the future, we'll keep that in mind.
Probably, but the tannin or the varnish I get on it
That's fair.
throws me off. That. What else did I fucking drink tonight?
Russell's.
The Russells.
Is Russell's above this?
Oh. Yeah, no. Russell's is above the red breast. So switch red breast to fourth. Russell's to third.
Makers, double oaked. Russell's, red breast. Parker's.
Yep. Parker's, Four Roses. Straight rye. What was the other thing you poured me? Dickel? Yeah. Dickel's good.
You don't bark. What are you doing?
And then I forgot about the Old Fitz. Shit.
Old Fitz. You forgot about how could you forget about the Old Fitz?
Old Fitz is better than this. Sorry. So this moves on to their spot. This moves to like sixth.
I'm gonna make a clip of this, and next time you come on,
Good.
we're gonna be doing a blind of this Old Fitz,
Do it.
Russell's.
Because I'm gonna put
and
Weller 12 in your fucking blind, and you're gonna fucking guess it first again. And you're gonna guess Wild Turkey 12.
Peter says Pendleton 20 is another 80 proofer.
That's true.
That's concerning.
So what is proper Canadian whiskey? Can I ask? Mr.
Canadian
Oh,
whiskey
here we go.
has the least amount of fucking
Mr. Sam blend of Caribou Crossing.
Hyper
and
age.
George. Oh, Jesus. Where do you find this? And can you give me a bottle?
He can't for under $1,000. Mr. Sam is very sought after, very expensive.
I've never even heard of it.
In fact, tater juice.
I've never even heard of it.
Really?
Seriously.
Mr. Sam is expensive as fuck. Mr. Farilzi said, "Did you win anything in the Woodman's raffle?" Yes, that is actually how I got the Four Roses.
Well, he would have won two. But we don't talk about that because that hurts his feelings.
Don't touch on a sore subject, okay? So,
sorry.
I got Four Roses. Got called. They started at 10. I got called at 10:45. Now, my mother-in-law, Mrs. Robin Wedding, great woman. She was here earlier.
Holden,
I didn't tell her.
Neglected to tell her that this raffle is going on Monday.
I have nobody to blame but myself.
Around 10 to noon to 1, and that she needs to keep her ringer on and her phone on her to answer any calls that she gets between basically the whole day.
Yes, she has one of those jobs that you don't typically have your phone on you, whereas I always have my phone on me. I forgot to mention that if you get called from Woodman's, they don't call back, they don't leave a message. If you don't answer the phone, you don't get a bottle of whiskey. Now, if she would have answered the phone, I did the math. I calculated by a friend who won at 10:20. She got called at 10:40. I would have had the chance to get Pappy 15, Pappy 10, Pappy 12, and Old Forester birthday bourbon. Which, if you think about the taters in this world, odds are she would have had the opportunity to get me an Old Forester birthday bourbon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, good over there?
Yeah.
Want some spicy water?
No, I drank that and then that's what made me cough. Hi.
But overall, I won the Four Roses 135, which is still awesome. I love it a lot. I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I won it.
It's a great bottle because you know what?
I wanted it.
Slightly salty that I didn't give him the chance to buy mine because I got this beautiful bottle.
Not
here.
necessarily
but you know
that.
what? He wasn't salty. He was just.
I was just letting him know that Four Roses single barrel is good, but he shouldn't go out of his way to find the best deal possible when he could have that. I mean, drinking. Okay, here's a question.
True.
Drinking them side by side, you felt a little gypped when you got that bottle at first. After drinking them, how do you feel?
What do you mean I got a little gypped?
You said you feel a little bit outweighed.
So basically, I got the secondary market, whatever. All set aside. I basically lost $100 on secondary market. Whatever. Four Roses doesn't even compare.
Doesn't touch it.
Not even close.
Not even close.
So at the end of the day, that makes me feel better. And I did take a little sip of the Michter's 10 Rye, and that's really, really good. I've not tried the bourbon, however, but I think on maybe another live stream, I'll bring those two over, and maybe we'll try a couple of what Holden has in his mystery bottles over there, and dabble in some of that. But at the end of the day, I'm happy.
True. That being said, Mr. Kitty says it's starting to fade. Need my cat nap. Meow. True Kitty, thanks for being here. Take a nap, man. Honestly, I'm glad you're here as always.
It's darn near 10 o'clock over by you.
This is the longest stream that I've ever done in my life. True. I mean, one time I was on with Whiskey Wars Sean, which I gotta hop on his channel, man. It's been a minute since I talked to him.
You haven't done a lot with.
But the other one was Anthony from Bourbon Neophyte. One time I was on a live stream collab with both of them at the same time. We got done live streaming after a 2.5 hour live stream. We stayed on the stream for another 2 hours. We were out for like 4.5 hours. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning for me. I had like 15 bottles of whiskey on the shelf. It was a good fucking day. Mr. Realzy says no. Yeah, I felt the same, but it's my fault. He also says I didn't see the Four Roses on the list. So the Four Roses was from the Appleton Woodmans.
Yep.
And my mother-in-law got called from the Woodmans from Green Bay. Yeah. So there were different bottles. Four Roses wasn't on Green Bay's, but it was on Appleton's, which is where I won it. Peter says, just ordered some Found North Canadian. Batch 7 is very good.
I heard Found North is fantastic.
I too. I've never seen it, but I've heard it's great. Hangin says, dang dudes, you still going? Spartans?
Yes, sir.
That's true. What were you going to say?
I've seen Found North on secondary, and people want just
stupid
ridiculous prices. Holy shit. Nobody can find it. I think, honestly, it's more like a stag in Canada. Or Canada.
Jesus. Canada. That's okay. I say the same thing.
Yeah, I've heard it's really freaking good though.
That's true. Hagen says haven't chatted with Whiskey Wars in a bit for myself. I know I miss that guy. He's so nice.
Is that the guy from Texas?
Yeah, Texas cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Very southern accent. He's so cool.
In January, I'm buying Old Forester King Ranch.
Oh, King Ranch, yes. Peter says you can't drink Cellar Age every day. You need other stuff. I'm a huge fan of Four Roses, and I wish I could get some picks. I have some serious bottles of Four Roses. Maybe I'll have to send you a sample. Maybe of this one, or maybe you'll win one in a giveaway. Hagen says, so how about Lost South whiskey?
Never heard of it.
Doesn't exist. But I can tell you what, guys. We're almost at the 3-hour mark. I'm going to pee my pants any second now.
You know what?
Thank you all for being here.
Yeah.
We've drank a significantly large amount of whiskey tonight.
Yeah, we have. Sorry, though.
It was fun, though. Honestly,
great.
So much good whiskey tonight. It's been a while since I've really just dabbled and drank whatever the hell I wanted.
We have gained some of my palate back. Joe Dickens! It's Dickens.
It's Dickens. Where the fuck were you, man? We've been here all night for 3 hours and you just show up now?
For 2 weeks?
What the
3 weeks?
What the hell? I totally missed Hanging AD says Sean is a Kentucky, originally a Florida man. That's true. Nice. This paid programming has been brought to you by Maker's Mark. It's so good.
I really wish they'd sponsor me.
It's so good.
There's no sponsor.
It's so good.
That's all right.
Joe, what the hell? Where were you?
But
Where were you?
This for real, my baby.
I feel like that has a very serious chance of whiskey of the year for me. If it was in my thing, which it's not. Peter says Texas, but lives in Kentucky. I did know that. Sierra Woman's, yes, for realsies. I never found out your real name, but my email is also in my description. So if ever you're curious on wanting to reach out and get to just talk,
Yeah,
you know,
it'd be great to meet someone
chat
local.
back
We
and
don't have a
forth.
lot. We don't have a lot of people that are local, so I should say Holden doesn't have people that are local. So.
That's true. But that being said, it's time to sign off. 2:55 record time for the Bourbon Bars live streams. But check out everyone else's live streaming tonight, which they've been on for hours now, probably at this point.
Probably.
Which means they almost might be done at this point. But
that's true.
21090 is normally on. Junkies are normally on.
Yep.
Sometimes Bad Axe Bobby's on. Go check everyone out. Chicker Kitty will probably put the things in the chat, but it also was his bedtime.
Don't forget to subscribe,
join the channel.
Yes,
it helps us out the most.
Join the channel.
Joining the channel would make me the happiest man in the world. If you could give me any Christmas present in the world, it would be joining the Bourbon Bar.
Yeah,
on YouTube. Membership,
glasses eventually, more emojis, more shirts, more merch. Things. Why not?
Coming down the line, just do it. Casey is going to sleep with that bottle under his pillow.
Probably.
Absolutely is. 21090 is on, so make sure you guys go check them out. That being said, thank you for being here, and we'll see you all in the next glass. Cheers. Beautiful. Cheers. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here, and thank you, Casey, for coming on.
Yes, sir.
Adios.
See ya.